Good afternoon and welcome to Helsingborg, Sweden, a coastal city watched over by the maritime goddess, installed in 1923. We're at the closest point to Denmark with 3 ferry companies operating around the clock, taking visitors to and from. Lots of people taking the trip over to enjoy Helsingborg's history, but also for sport. Not for football nor hockey, but for the roaring game. We're here for the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2019. It is Switzerland to play Scotland in the men's 8th round-robin game. Let's meet the teams for Switzerland. At lead, Marcel Käuferler. At second, Romano Meyer. Third, Mikael Brunner. And team skip for Switzerland, Yannick Schwaller. For Team Scotland, at lead, Michael Goodfellow. At second, Duncan Menzies. At third, we find Kyle Waddle. Team skip is Ross Patterson. We take a look at the standing. It's Sweden with the Q. They're qualified. Scotland very close, so at 5 and 2. Behind follows Germany, Italy, and Switzerland, all sitting at 4 wins. We only have 4 spots for the playoff stage, 2 semi-finals. So Scotland could potentially clinch it here. Switzerland desperately needing a win to stay in the running. Taking a look at the other games this evening, it is Italy to play Netherlands. Germany will take on undefeated Sweden. England looking for their second win on Denmark. Also Russia will play Norway. 2 of the best teams in the world this fall, enjoying great success on the curling circuit, yet to be fully proven at the championship stage. 2 teams fighting for a spot in the playoffs. It is Scotland to look for their 3rd consecutive win. Switzerland to avoid their 3rd consecutive loss. I'm Sandra Olvag, joined by Rona Howie. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
The teams have had their pre-game practice. Switzerland picking up the last one advantage. So it is Scotland to get us started. And it is the lead, Michael Goodfellow, to throw the first stone of this game. The man with the most experience on the ice this evening, or afternoon. Hard to tell, Rona. We
It's still afternoon. It's okay.
haven't been outside all day, just staying inside, enjoying the good curling we have on display.
Yeah, we've got the A hall and the B hall running at the same time, so there's lots of curling going on in this venue.
His 119th international cap, Michael Goodfellow.
Ja, kleur. Ja. Je weet schon noch die Herz.
Start with a center guard here, Marcel Käuferler. His first European Curling Championship, but certainly doing well. Currently the number 1 lead, tied for first with Kristoffer Sundgren of Sweden, but will come up a bit heavy on this first draw. Of course, Switzerland with first practice, the ice might have keened up a bit since then. Two silver medals at the World Championship, 1 silver medal at the Olympic Games. Great achievements, but I'm sure Goodfellow will be wanting to add a gold to the collection.
Absolutely. That's what they're all playing for here. Gold medal.
Taking a look at the rules of play, 5 stone free guard zone, 6 ends at minimum to be played. Both teams with 38 minutes of thinking time and 1 60-second timeout as well to be called at any point during the game. So time management is a part of the game. Not necessarily always timed playing on tour. So it is something to keep in mind, but these teams pretty experienced.
What did you get there, Mikey? 3 seconds. I'll give you 3-1 for me.
Duncan Menzies, first Europeans in the starting lineup. Did come as alternate in 2016. I think just coming as an alternate to these championships could help bring some experience when you come in to play for the first time. Is that good to keep with you?
Yeah, definitely. The whole setup of a championship with evening practice and what the role of a 5th player entails. You know, it's a big part of the team, and it's good to experience that.
Romano Meyer, second for Switzerland. Yeah, just having been there and done that and seen how things work and been through the same schedule.
Doesn't leave a double. If we're top 4, he's got a
maybe
double.
that's why we see a lot of young teams also making it to the big stage fairly quickly. There's so many championships for young players to play. You have the Youth Olympics, World Junior Championships, Winter University Games and so on. There's always a stepping stone.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many more opportunities for youngsters. You know, years ago you just had basically your juniors and then your women's and men's. So now with the juniors having so many different events, and a lot of countries have under 14s, under 17s. And as you say, you've got European Youth Olympic Festival, you've got Youth Olympic Games, and World Uni Games. So all of these are events that youngsters can gain experience before they're hitting the big stage.
Well, Duncan Menzies did skip Team Great Britain at the 2012 Youth Olympic Games. A Youth Olympic Games that was won by this man here, Romano Meyer, playing with his 3rd, Mikael Brunner. So, not the first time these players play each other. They played the season. They played before at different levels, different competitions with different teams.
And you find that with the age groups that you'll come through these events always playing the same people. So when they now get to the senior level, they've played them all before.
Kyle Waddle, 3rd for Team Scotland.
Top 8, just down. That's fine. Easy where? Well close, top 12. Top 12. Room.
Well, he's a World Junior champion.
You stuck it in. Nice level.
Also has experience from the Olympic Games already at such a young age.
Whoa. Perfect.
Really nice come around there from Kyle. Perfectly buried. So now Switzerland realise they can't keep chasing this. They need to make a play here. So going to bring one in and freeze the back.
Here is the Youth Olympic champion, Mikael Brunner.
Linie!
Yes.
12!
And this one looking a bit shy for weight. That is not a great time to come up short. Leaves another guard for Scotland to come around.
Yeah, especially when there was backing there. I could have erred on the heavier side. So a great opportunity now for Scotland.
Yeah, I don't mind that though. Top 8 and the out turn's good, eh? Yeah, if you just tuck it. Yeah. What's your path? I got him 14. Yeah, 14. So every week tomorrow, so you want 3 seconds? Yeah, probably 058. So I can put that.
So with Kyle and Michael both having Olympic Games experience, they'll bring a lot to this team.
Fine. We're hot. We're hot. Yep, we're hot.
Yep.
We're hot. Whoa.
Top button, still hot. Still hot.
No.
Nice, Bill. Perfect.
Pretty good there.
Really nice.
Go, Kyle, is that again? Ah, exactly.
Een 3,5 cut.
Goed. Einfach das mehr.
Ich gebe ein bisschen mehr Eis.
Ist gut. Kommt gut. 8.
No bounce.
Chance at redemption here for a
Jungs,
bit
wir
of
sind
that.
so weit.
4. Kommt besser. 4.
Die ist nicht gut.
10. Rein 4.
Da hingere. Yep.
Changing the call here, I think. A little heavy, don't want to bounce off the yellow and set the open, so trying to come around instead. It's a bit of a rub. Not bad there though. That helps, obviously. Sets for second shot, I think.
It's quite close, but I think it's still Scotland at lie 1.
Try and throw normal and lose it.
But yeah, they were just a wee bit late in making that call to come around. And
Like this.
that slight rub.
Yeah, as long as you kill the red, I'm happy, yeah. It's tough to get, like, it's not easy to get rid of. Yeah. I mean, you could throw it peel. Could you throw it peel, or? You've got space, but... Yeah, okay, let's throw it peel. Just high nose. Just there. Whatever you like.
Just roll to the edge of the post.
Yeah, just roll a full stone, you're perfect. Yeah. Only thing is, if he makes a perfect
Might
freeze,
bite.
I'm strong to get rid of it.
Yeah, no, one nice, Roscoe.
Peel. Peel.
There we go, I throw peel.
Yeah.
I think so. Take a wee bit of the guesswork out of it.
Stuff it. I'll keep brush down until it goes not to.
Ross Patterson.
Yep.
Peel weight. You know they can jam on the back here, just trying to catch as thick as possible. That is perfect. Real good.
Really nice throw, man.
Sure, Roscoe.
Scotland lies 4.
Scotland were wishing they did have last stone at this end.
Yep.
One bit that's actually been fairly consistent. Certain in it. It's not. Sometimes it can float back. Just kind of running pretty good.
Lekker blijven waarschijnlijk. 10 minuten hier. Ik ga even de rol over, dat is 2 lief.
Mündaue. Weißt du, dass wir wirklich überrollen, wenn wir auch ein Out spielen oder so?
Können wir schon. Ist
gut.
Locker.
Ja,
Ist ein bisschen weniger.
Out vor dran rollen.
Okay. Ja. Das finde ich max.
Ich auch. Das ist
Viel
viel zu viel.
So.
Ich würde das, ja. Eher noch ein bisschen weniger.
Ein bisschen weniger finde ich auch nicht.
Gut.
Mich dunkt, innen ist es ein bisschen härter.
Ja, habe ich auch das Gefühl. Gute Out, ja.
Ja.
Out, back out. Good out.
Nog raak.
Okay, Tiep.
Cello.
Tiep.
Probeer. Yep.
Yannick Schwaller.
Hide, he's on it.
Looking to hit and check in behind there. Just over curls. Sits for second shot.
Ze hebben gerade abgelaufen.
Okay. 4. Think it's no way. Right in the beat. Yeah.
Even if I'm out, it's okay.
Oh,
Normal.
yeah.
Normal, yeah.
Okay. Right, that make him hit the pin against 4. And he's just going hat to there. So.
Got to play this.
Yeah, you're edge and edge.
I mean,
What you throwing, man?
Couple of different options here. You could obviously
Maybe
throw a
just
guard
a
here,
half an
take
inch.
away the draw, maybe get your steal of 1. But thinking, well, it's first end. Let's make the hit. Schwaller just plays a soft take at weight. Maybe he doesn't have the draw weight early in the game.
Yeah, they'd be happy to force one here.
I think that playing this shot is more about maybe forcing a mistake and stealing a couple of points on Switzerland. You wanted to steal your one here, could have guarded. Switzerland might have had the in-off for two, but either way, it's a safer call.
And you know what, Scotland are, well, first end, let's ask the question, he's got to draw the button. They know this line, just where they had two stones coming down before.
Going a little bit further out. We are playing away from the home end.
That's okay, op de fine.
Chevy oder nicht?
Schön auf die, alles euch.
Linie gut.
Linie kommt super.
Last stone first end here for Switzerland, facing three Scottish counters. 13-8 should be close. We have enough legs here. Teufler and Meyer dragging it, not too far, but not far enough. There will be a steal one for Scotland here in the first end. Scotland 1, Switzerland 0.
Hey Jungs, wir müssen Step up haben. Einfach abhocken, das Ende jetzt. Das ist gleiches Curling wie immer, aber wir müssen einen perfect Spot mit unseren Steinen haben. Ja, ist gut. Auch wir zwei, wenn wir nachher die Chance bekommen, um etwas zu machen, müssen wir einfach angreifen und unsere müssen gut sein. Ja, gut. Vollgas, Boys, kommen.
There. This will be not too bad.
Like that's Mike.
No, that's minimal. With this thing, that's close. With this stone, it's straighter. Oh, like absolutely.
And it was never showed up straight when we
Tight.
Tight.
They get 2.5, 3.
2.5 feet.
Line's
Feet.
good.
Feet.
Line's good.
Tight. Feet.
Line's good.
2.5
Line's good.
feet.
Line's perfect. Overcall if anything. Yep, tight.
2.5.
Hard. Hard.
Nice. Try, Mikey.
Good, right. Good.
Second end underway, Switzerland, Scotland. The Swiss outplayed by the Scots in the first end, giving up a steal. Just heard Schwaller say to his team before moving up to the head, said full gas.
Is that full steam ahead?
Pretty much, yeah. And I remember just after Schwaller won the World Juniors, noting that their sporting hero for most of the guys on the team was Dario Colonia, four-time gold medalist in cross-country skiing for Switzerland. Actually, he was on the same flight as me on the way home, so asked him to record a message, and he sent him. I sent him a video message of Colonia, and what he said was full gas. So still sticking to that motto.
Yeah. Top 8. Clean up is good. Line's good.
It's always good to have a team motto that you always just go back to.
Fighting 4. Line's good.
Tough.
Fighting 4. Line's good. Fighting 4. Line's good.
Go back to that, refocus.
Not sure if they say it all the time, but
Good.
it's reminding me of that. See Scotland set up the rocks on the centre line here.
Half 4.
Switzerland looking to
4.
come around the corner guard.
4. 10 4.
Wie snel?
10 4.
There's other games on in the Olympia rink this afternoon. England playing in Denmark.
And England are lying one. This is an opportunity for Andrew Reid. Open draw for two. Sweepers working it hard though. They need to get it there. Well swept, no problem.
Well, 2 points for England. In the first end.
Waist close. Not yet. Line's good. We're back in. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line. Line's good. Line. Well. Go. Just go. Gotta go hard. Hard. Hard, Mikey.
Oh, well swept.
Go. Hard. Good.
Great shot.
I probably gave you minimum ice. Yeah, I probably gave you minimum ice. That will be max ice then. They max ice, I gave minimum, so I thought, yeah. That's good, Dremel. Gaat goed, gaat het. Achtung. 41 in 8. Achtung. Go, Praat. In 8, neem hem nog. Close. 41, goed af, hè. Yep. Go. Go, there, give me that.
Romano Maya coming around the corner.
Wait.
Taps the yellow, sits for second and third.
George's freeze. Oi. Had you here the last time, Dunk, so. Yeah, the stone's moved, half a stone. 3. I don't mind the edge. There's no point over curling. 3 or 4 feet off the way. Close then. Line. Whoa. Good. Whoa. Wait only. No. Not yet. We're high. On it. Wait only. Carlo. Right on it. No. Line's good. Line's good. Line. Whoa. Wait on it. Line. Whoa. Right on it. Line. Rebounds. Line. Bounce it up. Great. Good weight. You got him on ice again. Yes, Intern, yeah.
Switzerland need to get the front opened.
Yeah, we'd love to run the centre guard back here and catch that yellow top 8. Oh, that's so close to getting maybe more than that yellow. Could have pinballed through.
They have left 2 corners if they ever get the chance to get in behind.
Yeah, it should be close.
That was really unlucky going through the gap.
2! 1.5, 2! Right, he's at 2. 1.5, 2! Lots of room! Cut out! Hard cut out! Hard cut out! Gotta go! Gotta get a centre line! Hard, Tupper! Hard, Dom! You've really got to go! Hard! 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 Gotta go hard! Really good sweep, boys. It's a fantastic sweep.
Certainly puts a lot of effort into the sweeping, these boys. Good
Certainly
fellow,
do.
Menzies.
Work really hard in their fitness.
Okay, then we cut
See the
over
coach's bench. Bernhard Wertemann for Switzerland. Lucien Lottenbach on the left of him, the alternate.
Yep. Good. Yep. Whoa.
Great shot by Brunner. Runs it back. Still not out of trouble.
I like intern. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just want to check.
At least if Scotland do go round now, Switzerland are raising their own in, which which is always better. You don't like raising your oppositions in.
Top 12, top 8. Hey, top 8's fine. Run. Top 4. Top 4. Cut out. We're on the guard. We're on the guards. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Over.
Just a bit wide and chips off the corner.
One in the back. Weight was good. Weight was nice. It's going to be top 4. Weight was good. Clever so. Good.
Well, not happy with that one.
Out. Good.
But not an easy shot here for Switzerland.
Out.
Het is minimum is eruit.
He's out.
Ja, pas.
Whoa. Out. Whoa.
Don't.
Yep. Whoa. Channel. Nee, remmen, Jap. Hard. Yeah.
Doesn't quite get the roll.
Jammed more than he came a lot more at the end, I think, than they had thought. Tried to hold it with sweeping. They do lie too.
Ian Tetley, coach for Scotland.
Think about it, we're pretty much going through that guard today.
Yeah, worked with the team for a couple of seasons now.
Yeah.
Set up a good relationship.
You go normal. Go good.
Well, he's never won a European Championship.
Heel.
Oh.
Yep. Hard.
But he is Canadian, so we'll forgive
Did I
him.
say he's not quite in the right country?
Really good shot here by Ross Patterson. Gets the roll and sits 2.
Pretty good. Really good, Roscoe.
Yep. Remove the 2 and gets a roll. Is there a thin double for Switzerland?
That's what they're looking at, I think.
Even just the head and flop over on top behind the corner guard.
Yeah, just looking at that broom, it's pretty controlled weight they're going to be playing at here. Just catch about a third of the shot stone. Try and push it out of the 8 foot. And like you said, just flop over towards those other yellows and behind the corner.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Heck. Yep. High. Hard. Hard. Yep.
Not tons of weight here, but enough to make the roll. Really good by Yannick Schwaller.
Lovely shot.
Getting some good curling here.
Yeah, one good shot after another.
The only way you can get freeze by
It's exciting.
You like this one here then?
And as we're getting towards the end of the week, you know, after this, the men have only got one more game.
Perfect. You're going to have a run in for 2,
It's the
but
business end of the week we're aiming for.
Sweden is undefeated, and so far they're leading Germany by 2.
And they're lying 1 at the edge of the button.
back four's not bad.
Not easy for Germany to remove it.
No, there's no disaster with that.
It's behind cover.
Must be too early.
Mark Muskatovic
Nice. Draw shot. Like a 15, that's perfect.
just tried to play a gentle tap back. Needs to curl to the inside of this yellow to miss the back red. Oh, lovely shot. Really well played. It's a score of 2 for Germany.
They will tie it up.
Max, wait, Dion. Back button.
Pull back on the
Back button.
and defeated Swedes.
Back button. Stay with it, low. Clean it.
Scotland with their last on the send, coming around the centre guard. Needs to be fully buried. Looks really good here from the man they call Roscoe. Not sure if you can do much better than that.
Great shot. Really nice weight, top of the button.
Can they see anything of it? So obviously a corner guard they can run in if they wanted to. Maybe just peeks out a fraction, a hair.
A hair. Yeah, it's the same line he came down with his first, but they could see more of the, the stone he was hitting. Whereas this is very, very thin.
That'd be very tough.
It's one of these ones you don't want to overthrow, but you need to move it enough.
Yeah, we're going to have to come really close to the guard here to catch a good chunk of the yellow. Obviously, the less you hit, the less momentum will be on the yellow.
Egg. Hold in. Don't. Egg. Yep.
Similar weight.
Whoa. Yep.
Needs a good chunk of the yellow. Push it out of the 8 foot. Try and sit for a score of 2.
Whoa, Rabbit.
Close. Does tap it. How far does the yellow spill? Not far enough.
It's close.
Maybe for one. But it looks yellow. It might be another steal for Scotland here.
That was a good effort.
Measure. Yeah. Measure.
Brunner will ask for a measure.
I think it's us. I think it's us.
It's close, but
After my guesswork earlier.
You think it's us or Kelvin?
I said 32.5, mine.
Tough shot.
Yes.
It was very tough. So
One
close
time I
to
thought it was right,
being
it was
perfect.
Yeah, oh, just
How much room is on the guard here?
I just put a knee down a little bit.
Not a whole lot, but yeah, just really needed to feather the guard to make it.
The weight was just perfect. It just curled a fraction more.
Had a couple of inches there. Yeah, weight was perfect. Just needed to be 2 inches closer to the guard.
Just seen it
And the shot's made. We'll have the umpire come out and measure.
I've been wrong before, and I hope I'm wrong this time.
1-1.
It did look a bit yellow.
Oh, very much yellow.
Umpire will point at the yellow rock, so it is a steal of 1. Scotland will increase their lead by 2 now after 2 ends.
Yeah, I cannot give you more ice there.
Mikey, mind this side ran pretty straight last time. 5 seconds, Mikey.
05, yeah. 305, 3-1
Good now.
Right through it.
Right through it. Line's fine. Getting that. That line's good. Starting to curl. As a curling now. Wait only. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Good scrub. Yep. Yeah, bye.
Switzerland play Scotland.
Yeah,
We're in the 3rd end. round robin of this European Curling Championships. Scotland, I believe, could pretty much clinch a spot in the playoffs with a win here. Would move to 6 wins, just behind the Sweden. Hasn't suffered a loss yet.
And Scotland are also sitting top of the draw shot rankings.
Could be very helpful.
Could be very helpful.
And funnily enough,
2.5, 3.
they've dropped games to teams that are a bit further down the standings. Losing to Denmark and Russia. So almost might benefit them,
1.5, 2.
as they've beaten most of the teams at the top of the standings. Whoever goes head to head.
Yeah, they've still to play Sweden tomorrow.
Yeah, we're 2.5.
That's a remaining game.
As you can.
So
Hard,
it's,
gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go hard.
you know, it's maybe a good thing for Scotland. They've got Switzerland and Sweden in their last 2 games. They're going into that business part of the week where the performance needs to come up a level. So it's maybe a good thing that they are playing
As long
them.
as they make it through.
Yes, absolutely. But they're sitting in a good position for that right now.
Switzerland, they're sitting at 4 wins with Italy and Germany. And then 3 teams sitting at 3 wins behind them. It's a pretty close race. I don't think I'm going to get too much into the crystal ball here.
No.
Too many scenarios still. But a win would take very good for both teams here, that's for sure.
Really nice split in there, rolled in behind the corner. Opens up the centre.
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
And if Scotland do finish up in the top half of the draw, it will mean there'll be an extra place. There'll be 8 men's teams qualify here for the World Championships in Glasgow. And Scotland are the host.
2.5. Needs the curl when you can. 3. Looks big. Still got a curl for centre line. Line's getting better. Line's good. Line's good. A little bit low, Kyle. Keep it working it. Keep working it. Oh. Okay. Oh. Leave a wee stagger. Good throw. Very good. Got it there in the end. What was that? Felt like I saw the light.
That was really nice centre line guard.
No noon. Okay. Yep. Wish. Hard! Wish short him. Evan! Hard!
Wants to run that back into the one in the house. It was an opportunity when it was fairly close.
Yep. Hard, Mikey! Yep. Hard! Really gotta go!
So the Manamaya just ignoring that one in the centre. Drawing to the other wing, try and lie second and third. But this one is sailing on. A big mistake. Through the house is no benefit. Even short would be good there.
Just knows it. Yeah. 10. Yeah.
3 really good teams coming out of Scotland nowadays.
Whoa.
And I believe they all played each other at the Euro playdowns.
It's a double round robin.
Clean. Great throw. Nice, girl. 9-9.
And then a best of 3 with the top 2.
Mir so etwas.
Teams of Glenn Muirhead and Bruce Mowat. You see all the scores. Italy up by 1 on Netherlands. Germany, Sweden all tied. England up 2-1 on Denmark. Also Russia leading by 2, playing Norway. It was a double round robin and a 3-game final.
It was, and it went to the final game. Glenn Muirhead versus Ross Patterson. Ross won that, and that's why he's here, but it wouldn't automatically mean he goes to the Worlds. There will be a Scottish Championship, and the winner of that will represent Scotland at the Worlds in Glasgow.
Nose is in. Yeah, okay. Throw the same weight here, less ice.
Yeah, like that.
Here, Lee, some more. 10 more. Yep. 10. Hard. 10.
And Scotland are in a slightly different situation than many other countries for the Olympics,
Nice, girl.
because
Perfect. Good.
it's Scotland who gain the points
That's
for
perfect
Great
spot there.
Britain in ranking. So although England are here, it is Scotland who get the points at Worlds.
So it's a good thing for GBR that Scotland's currently doing better than England.
Well, they could both qualify for the Worlds, to be fair. That could still happen. But at the Worlds, it would be Scotland that collect the ranking points for the Olympic Games.
Would that ever change if England started doing better than Scotland at curling?
Oh, well, now, there's a political question.
See what that goes like. Yeah. Going for I'd like a roll. Oh, wait, going?
So basically, of the Olympic cycle, British curling will
You threw your peel up here in the first
have that debate and make sure that all nations are happy. So that decision has been made for this Olympic cycle.
Clean. 10.5. Yep. Clean. 10.5. Yep. 10.5. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. When you go. When you go.
Oh, this is pretty good here.
Good judge.
Scotland is playing the bread and butter shots well, capitalising on mistakes made by Switzerland.
Might see some hot sauce on this one from Schwaller.
Hot sauce, chili, paprika.
A little extra oomph. We'll look for the double here. Maybe get the blank end. Certainly, the score of 2 is not in question here. So needing a good kick out that hack that we see.
Yep. 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 Hi. Hi. Hi.
What will they get here? 1 and 2. Just enough. So there you go. Yannick Schwaller. Double trouble.
Great shot. That hot sauce makes a difference. So they did have the chance here until Romano Meyer threw his draw through the house. They could have potentially set up a juice, but take it from the next end now and try and get a better setup.
No. Never.
Hard, Mikey. Hard, Mikey. Come on, Mikey.
Would like to stick around here.
Okay.
Won't necessarily make too much of a difference. Switzerland will throw their last stone through. Just a touch smaller.
Oh, really?
Won't be forced to make a mistake here.
That's his reward for his great first shot. Gets just to throw this through.
Did see him miss a blank attempt in the 10th inning against Germany. Cost him dearly. So this one will be chucked through the rings. No score here in the third. Scotland still to lead Switzerland by 2 here in Helsingborg, Sweden.
It's okay, jongens. Keep it up.
Keep making it tough.
Top 4 again.
Top 4 and tight, errors in. Like, I would just go straight to
Zo wie ze. Laat hem erop in. Ja, vol gas. Ja, omhoog lachen.
Ja.
Oh, 4.
Not through it though.
Yeah. Looks close.
Line's okay.
Line's good. Yeah.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Perfect, Mikey. Good throw.
Line is certainly good.
Really nice.
As this draw from Goodfellow finds itself top 4 on the centre line, causing Switzerland some problems here. They will have the hammer again now, 4th end in a row. So far haven't been able to use it to score. Scotland with 2 steals, 1 blank, and here we are. Running out of steam.
Yeah.
The Swiss, you wonder? 2 losses in the last 2 games. It's a pretty long week.
2.5.
Yeah,
Line's
as
okay.
you said earlier,
2.5 feet.
I think the last game against Germany could have gone either way. If they had managed to blank the 9th end, it could have been a different result.
Really tight.
But coming into the 10th without the hammer,
Top 12.
they struggled to steal.
Just stop. Carol. Yeah, it's good, Mikey. Nice.
But
I
I still think they're
Out.
capable of being in that top 4.
Mars hek. Hek.
They still have Italy to play tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Out.
And Italy, they're still fighting as well. They're on the same.
Ja.
Even Miku.
Out.
Goal door it.
Backline. Oh. Yep.
Oh no. Disaster. A small one, at least. Just rubs the centre guard.
Het zou super uit.
Long.
Yeah, the last time going down there, they played a good split
See
and
me, just
pushed
this
the
side,
guard,
exactly.
opened
You
it up
almost
and
already
rolled
have
the
the
shooter
shoulder
in.
it. Rocky Ben turn. Whatever you like. Lads for centre. Yeah, good.
It's really tough to avoid. Because you obviously think you're quite close to getting past the guard, and you just
Easy then. One.
touch it ever
Down
so
left on 25.
lightly.
Easy line.
Doesn't really move the centre guard either. So tough break for Switzerland,
Carol. Gotta get over the line, Kyle.
who's so far struggled to generate anything with the hammer.
Better go. Carl. Go.
But Scotland's front end are making it very difficult for them.
Clean-up crew. Romano Meyer. So important in today's game to be able to make these double peels.
Yeah, you sometimes stage you only get that one chance.
Unlucky here to very close to getting all three really, but you miss by a centimetre and you'll leave a lot of granite.
I don't mind, yeah, I like that.
Let's look on over. It's Netherlands playing Italy, and they have last rock.
Yeah, Italy are lying one on the button, so Walter Guskens trying to raise yellow onto red onto yellow. Yellow and just clips the top of the red. So a steal of one for Italy.
Line's good. Line's good. Ah, boy.
They now lead 2-0 after 2 ends.
That was definitely active.
Sorry? Die zwemmer, daar unten.
Okay.
Ist noch schwierig, hier zu kommen nachher zum Abgarten für Sie.
Okay.
Es gilt da nicht so viel.
Okay.
Ist nur eine Idee, was meint ihr?
Du Skalle. Oder nochmal der, das wäre die andere.
Willst du noch mal so?
Eins von beiden, du kannst sagen.
Dünn 2 Drittel.
Through the middle of the guards. Just too many half shots from Switzerland right now. Scotland are
That's quite perfect.
playing well, putting the stones in good positions, just making it difficult for Switzerland.
Halfway! Halfway!
How tough is it to keep your confidence up?
Two!
Just lost 2 games,
2.5. Where are we?
and now this one definitely not coming off
Just short it. Just let it sit. 2.5.
to the start they were looking for.
I know, I think
Good girl.
it's hard to keep momentum when you get knocked back, but Switzerland, you know, they're a young team, they're gaining experience all the time.
Steeds op de dik houden.
It is a long week of competition, and they just have to take each game, each stone, one at a time. They can't change the last 2 games and the results, but they can change what's about to happen here. So all they need is one good end, get a 2 back, and just calm and kind of tension you feel amongst them at the moment.
Whoa, whoa!
Let me go.
Better result.
Yeah, cleans it up a bit more. Still Scotland with shot stone here and a chance to guard it.
Seen blue fluff on the ice. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
I think it would have got to where we needed to
Just be
get.
back.
Fraction.
Yeah.
Roscoe.
Same throw is good.
Switzerland have their cover.
Similar. Here further.
Use it.
Here further.
This is where we need that.
2.5. 3.
90% for the week, Kyle Waddle.
3 this time.
He's going to have to cuddle as
Three.
well.
Very good numbers for a third
He's
player.
going to have to cuddle.
For 3.
He's going to have to cuddle.
He is currently number 1 in the stands for thirds.
Good, Kyle.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe somebody me.
Oscar Eriksson must be fairly high up there as well.
Yeah, he's going to put all behind.
Hier 50
Actually, Mikael Brunner and Oscar are tied for second.
Yep, stats are only a number. It's playing the key shots that matter.
Yeah, sometimes comes down to playing style as well.
Yep.
Play an aggressive game, you'll won't be making as many shots. Perfect. Play very defensively, you'll be making more shots, obviously, because your more simple tasks at hand.
Really nice run back.
There's other stats that could be more useful, like do you make more shots in the air turn and the in turn when you miss? Are you usually missing wide or tight? Or just team statistics in terms of, 2 up, 2 down? Are you better playing double corners, double centers, coming into the house, so on? A lot of analytics coming into the game.
And especially the new 5-rock free guard zone rule last year, I think teams will be really looking at the stats on that and seeing who's successful doing what. And also for themselves, what's the best thing for them to do. Trying to bury this as far as they can. It stays out in the open. Ross, shake of the head. Confused that it didn't curl.
He played pretty much the same path 2 ends ago. Came around those 2 center guards, set up for the steal. Just slightly wider.
Ik weet niet of de run voor zeevacher werd en zo klikken. Ik zie een noerke kant.
Switzerland out of trouble here. Do they try to make the roll in behind cover? Or do they just check to the wing here? Go for another blank?
It's so easy.
Doe dus backline out, joh.
Backline,
Okay.
I think they're going for it.
Yeah, taking ice for tap backs, try and get the inside roll. Not a lot of room past the guards.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Up is heck.
Yep. Yep. Hi.
Even.
Hi. Hi.
Past the guard.
Eat the roll.
Will roll, but does it roll into the open? How much space does Scotland have to work with? Oh, not a lot.
Zo lustig is dat zoveel kort en een ding.
Have you ever glanced at your foot feet?
Probably the shot, isn't it? Do you like going here, boys?
Yeah, I think you can get it out in turn, I think.
I'm not taking that shot on.
If we're there, he's got a shot for 2. He's got the barrier for 2 through the hole.
No way.
Ross, I'm not taking that one.
What do you like then?
Quick this, quick that.
It looks like it's almost there for Ross, but
What, this?
yeah, whatever you like, but
Yeah.
there's a pull.
It is
Or you can just make the straight run.
See that?
We're either making the run or we're coming round here.
Alright, I don't mind. Whatever Ross likes.
He's just going to draw.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good point by the front end. You just played the draw.
And that was how they did steal
If
coming
we're
round the
getting,
two ends
if
ago.
we never get it like right back here, it's really tough for him because it's going to probably curl here past the guard. I think that's probably the shot.
I think we
Yeah, because if they cross comes round that, certainly see the gap's not there for Switzerland then to raise that red.
That'd be tough to do.
He's got to be. He'll have to throw like normal or something through the hole to make that.
So really trying to really overbury this one. Almost
Close for weight the last time.
Yeah,
just get directly behind the red stone top 4.
That weight's top button in this path.
You might as well be way back there. But obviously enough to sit for shot stone. So just taking a bit less ice. I think you'll see it finish a bit more as it comes closer to the centre line. Definitely that draw 2 ends ago seemed to move quite a bit at the end.
Nice.
We're back 4.
That's okay.
Close, yep.
Whoa.
Where?
Weight's close. Back 4.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Back 4 is where they want to be.
Wide. Line! Line's good! Line!
Line looks good.
Keep it going, boys!
Side by side,
Nice to get past the redstone top 4 as well. And they have.
Great shot.
I can't make that call. I'm trying to get it past.
Front end.
You're throwing 30
That
tight.
missed the top guard by nothing.
Yeah.
Twice, man.
You come off it.
No. Thought it was heavier. He wanted that
I'm just
back
trying to figure out
four.
what's happening because he's throwing a 30 tight and you're throwing 3 seconds. I know you thought it slightly different, but it shouldn't be stopping there.
I would say it's a bad time. That's 3 seconds. We can get that all dog.
That was a lot more.
See here, just cut really quickly. Sweepers are saying the weight should have been back 4. They're saying that rock's digging in quicker.
Die Straße ist schon noch so gehört, da kann ich nicht wie sie am Anfang reagieren.
Gib mir das hard.
Using a stopwatch is not an exact science though.
It's not. Because players push, players pull, you'll get different releases.
And just being able to actually time it correctly each time.
That's it, you got operator error.
There's a few variables.
1+2!
Need to use a
Whoa.
your sense of feel, judging the weight.
Sweepers using their eye.
So Switzerland will come through the board here, make that short run to score 2, and that is made beautifully by Yannick Schwaller. That's why that draw for Scotland needed to come deeper. And here we go. It took a while for Switzerland, 4 ends, but they've finally been able to capitalize on the hammer. Tied game after 4.
Oh, yeah, further up, like 3 stones further on than it was.
Yeah.
Like, if we get roasted to the back.
Gleich knap. 2.
Achter, musst du ein bisschen aktiv sein, gell?
Okay.
Kannst. Go, Remo.
Ja, die mag genoeg.
Weiter!
Ja, die mag genoeg. Ja, breng je nog links.
Weiter, Remo!
Ja.
Nog een
Breng nog een lengie,
Weiter!
Oké, goed zo.
5th end underway here at the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships 2019 in Helsingborg, Sweden. Switzerland, Scotland. Michael Goodfellow here.
Top 4!
He is a good fellow to have in your team.
Side should be a little bit slower.
I think there's a song there. He's a jolly good fellow.
Loads of room this time. Top. Aye, we're T-line. We're all T. Loads of room. It's for curl only. We're wide open. Isn't else okay?
Very solid player. Sets up the end so well.
I like that.
Strong sweeper.
Forward!
Heck!
Okay.
He doesn't flap, nothing phases him. Stays calm in all situations.
Out, Heck!
I had the pleasure to play with Michael for one event.
In me! Yep!
Quite pleasant.
Whoa, nee.
Didn't win, but that was certainly not on him.
Is that more in yourself, Sandra?
Oh, I think so.
If you go under, where do we sit? Okay, 11.5. Okay.
Scotland more than happy to play around the centre guard.
Give it here. Yeah.
They'll be keeping the scoreboard in mind here. 5th end.
Yeah, definitely. They'd be happy to blank this. go into fifth then break,
11.5.
appeals, and then come out scoring 6, 8 and 10.
Might be going wide.
Yeah,
Close,
blank
Kyle.
to send, carry the hammer.
Eleven
In theory, you could be scoring 3 times on Switzerland's 2,
Hard lines. Hard lines.
just because of the number of even ends left in the game.
Okay, they're down.
Slight, eh?
So, trying to control the scoreboard, Scotland.
Right.
As we look over, Netherlands trailing Italy by 2. Last one here for Wouter Guskens.
Italy lying 1,
Blue sides. Swing.
but Netherlands have a chance for
Hit me. Whoa.
4 or 5 here.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
The yellow's just half checking on the red. If it
Yep.
can get to the right side of it, past this guard.
Hard go, Phil. Go. Hard go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
Oh, has he moved it enough? It's a score of 4. Great end.
Wow.
Could have been 5, but you're not. You throw away a 4.
I think you'll take it. 4-2, they lead Italy. Huge game for both. Italy, of course, with 1 fit in the playoffs. Netherlands
Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
will be looking to secure a place at the World Championship, but
This is my second one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
might have a theoretical chance at the playoffs still.
I think it's like, honestly, with me, that's like backwards again.
You know.
Won't be crunching those numbers.
Whoa. You know.
No, still far too many scenarios. Teams just need to go out and win, and then it makes it a lot clearer.
Yeah, we'll know a lot more after this game.
So all 10 teams in the men's A division will be able to have a shot at the Worlds, because the top 8 will qualify, and then 9 and 10 will get to play at the World Qualification event in Finland.
Whoa. 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 Race nice. Clean. Carl. 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 Hard, Kyle. Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
An extra place coming out of Europeans, as Pacific Asia zone lost a spot at the World Championships due to the ranking last year.
Here's all the scores for you. Netherlands with that 4 leads Italy by 2. Sweden up 4-2 on Germany as well. England up by 1 on Denmark, and Russia leads Norway 4-1.
You know. Whoa. In. Hello. Hello.
Well, just trading shots on the wing here. Switzerland and Scotland taking a look. At the standings, Sweden qualified with 7 wins. We see Scotland at 5-2 there. I think they're pretty much a shoe-in with a win over Switzerland here. But Germany, Italy and Switzerland behind on 4 and 3. Of course, those 5 the favourites to make it through, but only 4 spots available.
No tiebreakers. Ranking will be determined by the draw shot challenge.
And as we mentioned, the only losses Scotland's had has been to neither of those teams, which would help them actually in a head-to-head rank.
Whoa.
They've beaten Italy,
Whoa. Hey.
but of course Switzerland and Sweden left to play here.
Hey, amigo.
Also beat Germany.
Here, Lewis. 10.5. Whoa. This clean. Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Nice, Kyle. Jesus.
Just hangs on.
Good. Got that like this.
Je hebt 2 Drittel etwa, oder?
Ja. Dik halve eigenlijk. Dun 2 Drittel, dik halve. Eer dik halve.
Goed.
Will need to make a good roll. Yannick Schwaller
Cello.
to stop the blank from happening.
Cello.
This is close.
Sit.
It's a really good attempt. That is a really good shot. Does pop out slightly.
I think they thought it was going to just spin round again, back. Unlucky.
Those are tough to make. Literally a hair thicker, and it's perfect.
Nice for Hack, man.
Should run nice here.
Yeah, agreed. Here, Hawk.
11! Yep. 11 and a half! Yep, yep, hard! 11 and a half! Gotta go! Gotta go! Hard!
Duncan Menzies working this one really hard, as always. We'll get a little flop inside. That might change things a little bit here.
Kyle, look, that came down.
Could force a mistake from Switzerland, and even though Scotland was looking for a blank, they'll take a 2 if they get it.
Mijn voorhand nu duidelijk zelf.
Ja, voll. Mein Board hat schon am Schluss ein bisschen etwas gemacht.
Ja.
Das ist recht gut für das.
Hout is nass.
Yeah, so just play more like a hack weight tap back. But not a lot of room to get past the guard. Scotland just got that wee flop inside.
Heck! Whoa! Whoa, remmen! Hard remmen!
This has got a long way to go.
Bringen!
Hi!
Bringen, Remo!
Hi!
What's up?
Good shot there by Schwaller.
Nice controlled weight. Gave it time.
Let's go. So good, man. You threw one here in the third, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Straightforward blank for Ross Patterson.
Heel! Go! Go! Clean! Clean! Yep!
Last stone, 5th in for the blank. It is good. And no score in this end. Score remains the same, 2 points each, tied game. Teams will head off the ice for a half-time break. And they'll be back on in just a few minutes. Taking a look back at the first 5 ends here. First end, Scotland all over Switzerland. Yannick Schwaller having to draw for the single point. Sweepers getting in just a tad late, as it will pull up. A foot short of scoring. A steal of 1 for the Scots. In the second end, the great draw around by Ross Patterson. Yannick Schwaller is able to see just a sliver, brings the weight down, tries to chisel it out, but does not move it far enough. After a measure would be another steal. A blank in third, taking us to the fourth end. Schwaller coming through a port, making a short run to sit 2 and score 2, ties up the game after 4.
Hey, we got to the halfway point. We got the hammer. Yep, exactly. Good job, boys. Keep the pressure going now, though. You know what? You guys, we're throwing it good. I love the call. I love your last call in the fourth end. That's the shot. Ja, there's no use getting cute. You end up.
Twee beetje minuten zo'n schiepen we. En nachher gehen wir dort hard force. Genau. Dann haben wir die erreicht. Ja, wenn es so steht, wir sind nicht dran. Das ist eigentlich super.
Ja, aber sie sind einfach im dritten oder nachdenken, oder?
Das müssen wir nehmen. Oder? Wichtig ist eigentlich, dass wir versuchen, Bricken draufzulegen, damit ihr Frontend zu Fehlern zwingen, oder damit wir mal Shot liegen und nicht umgekehrt.
Und auch mit dem letzten, sie wären jetzt einer vor, auch mit dem letzten offen behalten.
Let's take a look elsewhere. Netherlands up 4-2 on Italy. Sweden also 4-2 up on Germany. England leading Denmark by the single point. And we have Russia leading Norway 4-1. They're a very entertaining game by the two sides. We see Scotland with the higher percentages. Of course, they were playing better than Switzerland for most of the ends, but a score of 2 in the fourth means that we're all tied here, but Scotland have effectively flipped the hammer, so slight advantage Scotland as we shortly back with the sixth end.
Zu früh, Janu. Ist die Tendenz einmal ein Haar feiner im Fünften. Aber die Mitte ist recht gleich gelaufen wie die Corner am
Ja.
Brauchst du immer noch ein bisschen etwas, hä?
Ja, was spielen wir? Schön vor der 4.
Vor der 4.
Vor 4, ja.
Here we are, back and enjoying curling in Helsingborg, Sweden. The Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships making its way to the north, although we are fairly south in Sweden. Very close to Denmark, just a short ferry ride across the bay. 4 kilometers away. You can see Denmark on a clear day. Sweden, of course, with long traditions of curling. Certainly a good pedigree. And the men's team undefeated so far this week. But our focus this afternoon is on Switzerland and Scotland. And I'd say those two countries have done pretty well in curling over the years as well.
I know where you had your brush, Ross. Sorry? I know where you had your brush.
Good corner guard from Michael there. Want it on the Gruyère logo, so it's usable. If you come round it, not as easy for the opposition to remove.
Marcel Keufeler not quite playing up to scratch through the first 5 ends. He's been so solid throughout the week. And that is perhaps another mistake. We're not sure.
Is it in, Roscoe? I'd say so. I'll ask him then.
I don't mind moving that.
We will measure it. Anyway. I feel like we've seen quite a lot of these this week.
We'll check.
I've certainly been to quite a few championships without seeing any 6-foot measures, but we've seen a handful.
So important now for teams.
It looks in, doesn't it?
Ross automatically nominated to come around the corner until
against Italy, wasn't it?
Should be in, but
Duncan asked him, but now we'll get the biter measure out to see.
It looks out maybe from there.
It's the only time you can measure during an end.
It should be in,
is to see if it's in the free guard zone or not.
So we'll see. If it's in, we're just going to hit and roll wide.
They're a lot larger, right?
Have a look.
Oh, it's very close.
Oh, is it in?
They see this again?
That is maybe the closest 6-foot measure I've ever seen.
yeah. So for den den abrichtels.
Wow, that was well judged by the sweepers.
I like that, yep.
It's just the run's probably going in.
I think it's out, yeah.
It's out.
Top 4.
Solid start to the game for Goodfellow.
Max, back 4.
So back to the original call, just coming around the corner.
Back 4. Back 4.
Okay, Mikey, fine. Okay.
Have you agreed a call? Right. Okay. Okay.
Gute Nacht. Nein, in der Beste. 4, 10.
Yep. 10.
Komt aber wie gut. Komt recht aber. 8.
Het is toch niet lang? 10.
Eben.
Hoi.
Oh, Cello.
Zien we nog goed?
Siehst es.
Eben. Zien we nog goed? Hart, wie on it? Cello, wie on
Whistling
it?
trying to follow here.
Wie on it?
Trying is not the right word. Quite successful.
Making it no problem.
Okay. Hear that, Roscoe? You're running and roll. Yes.
So 6 then, Scotland would like to get their 2 here.
Crack it this way. If you peel it off, what does he do? Yeah. Try and make the double low. Yeah. 2/3, 3/4. Yeah, 2/3 is good.
Scotland allowed to make a play on the centre line guard this time. 98% for Duncan Menzies. Just a bit too thin here.
Gleich wie die ohne gespielt.
Is that okay, Troy? Afvalstrui!
Nina.
Nee, hem eruit. Oh, Miguel.
Heugen wie de gauw.
Russia, Norway. The Norwegians trailing Russia by 3, but a chance to put a couple of points on the board here.
Yep, line 1 in the forefoot. Just need to
Sammelin,
play a dead drop. Thomas Olsrud's played a few of these in his time.
Oh, Harry Kane.
I think he's lost
Which
count.
one are we going for first? The guard? Okay. 13. Okay.
Is it going to stop? It does just. 2 for Norway.
Russia still leads 4-3 after 5 ends.
Where are we? Wait, nice. Yes, through. Hard. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No.
Rex on the guard. That was always a good plan B. Would love to sit in the corner of the other end, which they do. Would have preferably be sitting on the inside though.
Wenn wir da hingehen, macht er vielleicht das.
Ja.
Der liegt nicht gut. Ich glaube, wir
Hey,
müssen den
second.
Garten.
Hey, set. Mir.
Mir.
Okay, if it's
Da, wir müssen den Garten.
Yep.
Right now there might be double on the Reds.
Ganz gut.
Niet goed.
Ganz okay.
Niet sleur, hè? Een beetje hoger wie goud.
Afvalstrui.
Easy.
Afvalstrui.
Ja, niet fest.
Zo nog veel kunnen.
Okay. Nee, linie goed oké.
Niet goed goed.
Still in pedate.
Zullen mag die berad. Jop, jop, jop. Yes! Hi!
Goed nog.
Albert. Goed spot.
There we go. You know, like this? Good, run it and roll.
Yeah, I don't mind that either, Kyle. Yeah, I kind of like giving.
I like it on the out turn. Yeah.
I should have to hold you after
Here,
in
Les.
this line.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Carl.
Yep, yep.
Go, Kyle. Good job.
Solid.
Tough to make it much better shot.
Yeah, really nicely played. Well judged. Cleans things up.
Seems to take a lot to please Kyle Waddle.
He's just serious. He's so focused on the game.
It doesn't break a smile very easily.
He's a perfectionist.
Echt oké, inderdaad. 12-8. Van hier knap.
Thierry.
Ja, linie smeert op. Ja, nu 12. Hard, jij loopt. Hard. Beste linie. Hard, come on, wie dat?
Nu müssen ganz hoog. Ganz hoog.
Coming around the centre guard here, Switzerland. Big sweep to bring it in for Shotstone. They will get in for second. Switzerland line 2.
Yeah, really nice come around. Scotland wanted to score here at the 6th end.
You ever kind of make it the same way as the last?
Liking this?
Yeah, can you
Yep.
Could make the run double here.
You want
Yeah.
any of that? We fire the
Absolutely
red on the
perfect.
red.
Yeah,
Red on two. Throw the out turn. Same shot, pretty much.
Yeah, just
Okay.
cross the nose of here.
Yeah, we come across the nose and hit it thin on that top red, and you spring your yellow back onto. You'll open up the sides as well.
Could cash this red and just pick that red on the side clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just over curls.
Okay, Cal.
Bit of a different spot there for Waddle.
Good throw. Just take the break.
Sometimes happens when you cross the centre line.
Great.
Ja.
Voran in Oscar.
Okay. Ja, dann bin ich irgendwie Fisch oder so. Ja. Aber Linie ist ja, das ist ja recht feine Spur vorher.
Habe ich ausgeführt?
Ja, wir müssen immer gehen.
Scotland obviously wanting to bring those yellows into play. But coming down to skip rocks, they might have to concede them.
Weißt du, so dass er nachher nicht das Clearing kann machen kann, dass er an Rot kommt.
Ist gut.
Wo ist am besten für das?
Ja, aber ein bisschen tiefer als der, etwa zwischen denen.
Okay. Gut.
Sollte lange.
Die ist wirklich recht fein da, Jan.
Yeah, the plant on the yellows is fairly straightforward for Scotland. So they're looking at preventing that as well here. It's the first end Switzerland have really had something going. They've been chasing a lot of the other ends.
Gast, hier.
Nehmen, Anfangstraining!
His father,
Yep.
Christoph Schwaller,
Wow, ik had het immer veel.
bronze medalist at the O2 Olympic Games.
Wow, weg. Ja, ik kan... Ben je gewoon tussen
And his uncle, of course, Andy Schwaller, 2006 European champion. And who did he beat in the final? Scotland's David Murdoch,
Yeah, I was going to say
with a forfeit draw on in the 10th end. And of course Murdoch on the bench for Scotland this afternoon. Timeout called by Scotland here. Quite early for timeout, but feeling like this is a key moment in the game.
Then he tries to split the rings, maybe leave a double. If not, we've got a simple shot for one. This might be a call. What are you thinking? You think that's...
Ian Tetley will join the team on the ice.
Just onto this side of gear.
Just having a look at the angles first.
Yeah, if we don't get that right, he's round and we might not.
I think that's risky, Roscoe.
Yeah.
What do you think about out-turn draw right to the top of the nail?
Right where?
Out-turn draw at the top of the nail.
He's got that tap, but... Just saying, what's the best way to keep this open? If we make this double, whereas he's got to try and split the rings and we've got a shot for one.
I think you're in trouble though if you peel that off and you don't get anything going. I'd rather see you get aggressive here.
This one always goes here.
Yeah, if you don't make contact with that, he goes round here. And
if he doesn't make
so you're going to be fourth shot and he's drawing to the top of the nail, right?
You could draw right here, Roscoe. It's pretty tough. If you draw top button, top tee line, he's probably freezing you and you're going to have this too.
I think that's the shot.
Okay.
I think I agree with Ian Tatley here. Like I just touched on earlier.
We've had traffic going this way.
You'd love to bring those yellows into play, but they're coming quite late. If you're ever going to score a 2 here, you're probably going to have to play a draw. If they were thinking about running the 2 reds on the centre line, as Tetley points out, if you miss that, make a half shot, just get the guard. Now Switzerland either guards again, you're forced, or might even come in to lie 3. Patterson's shown pretty good draw weight in this game, playing 90%. So just put this top button.
There is such a good finish round there. It's so easy to bury.
Try and force an error from Switzerland. Could score a 2 here.
Yep. Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey. Go, Mikey.
Needs to finish.
Mikey. Go. Hard, mate.
Didn't quite get there. Again, just perfect weight from Patterson. Really throwing a good weight.
Yeah, nice weight.
Just couldn't quite get the finish, and Switzerland will follow. Schwaller will know this spot as well.
Nice weight, man.
Das ist out. So wenn ich meine, da habe ich die ganze Zeit gespielt hier.
Ja, ja, voll.
Ein bisschen weniger. Gut.
Trawler did chase a couple of rocks down this very path in the second end. Would be happy to just chip the shot stone out. So we'll make the hit and stick to line 3. Sits very much in the open though.
But Scotland being forced to take their one.
Yeah, man. It's all good. His one looked like it ran okay there. He was 11 and a half.
Not horrendous though. Scoring a single in the sixth here. Still keeping control of the even ends.
Whoa, whoa,
Go, Smitey, Carl.
A little bit wide here from Patterson. Calling on Goodfellow to carve this in early. Switzerland lying 3. Will they get to nose here for the single? No, it will roll out, and that is a huge steal. It must be 2. Waddle having a second look. It is 2 for Switzerland. Out of nowhere. Played a good end, but Patterson with an open hit just flicked that one back a bit. And never came back. Switzerland all of a sudden leading this game 4-2 after 6 ends. The drama continues here in Helsingborg. Stay tuned.
Gut, danke Jungs, wirklich.
Wir sind immer im Gerade 2 Stellen.
Okay, ich besser auch.
Sollen Sie? Zu wenig Hände, ha?
Nicht dran,
ich habe genug. Ich habe genug. Wow!
Wow!
Looking at the scoreboard here, Switzerland, Scotland, and this men's round-robin game. Switzerland leading Scotland 4-2. Get the sense that Scotland's perhaps been the better team overall.
Line's
Of course,
good.
they had 2 steals to begin with.
But you know, we said at that last end, that was the first end that really Switzerland had got anything going in the whole game. Every other end Switzerland were chasing.
Yep.
So the fact they actually got something going and just put a bit of pressure onto Scotland.
In the end, it was a mistake by Ross Patterson on the last rock. It was a fairly makeable nose hit for the single.
Yeah, they had rolled into the open, so it wasn't too difficult a shot. But
So, just a couple of key shots, really, putting Switzerland ahead. And the Swiss will take it. 6-foot measure. Nope. Comes pretty close to the rings
That's
again.
how that last end all started, with that
True.
Not been a lot
fighter.
down here, eh?
If that was
could have
on the
made-
rings, could have been a very different end.
So half a millimetre could have made the big difference to that last end.
Let's take a look over and Russia playing Norway. It was a guard by the Norwegians. Timofeev with last stone, big weight.
Line's good. Tight.
Oh,
Not much happened.
move much there.
Hard line. Gotta go hard.
Wow.
Hard. Hard.
Is it one red or one yellow? One for Norway?
I think it was.
That's what they're saying. Tied game.
Sergei Glukov has skipped all week and he's on the bench today.
Inigo etwas freeze.
Kanäle schon dort.
Achtung, Witzer.
So Switzerland
Linie Platz.
struggling a bit in the first half of the game.
Watch voorbij.
Will certainly
Yep.
Kijk hem, voorbij.
build some confidence and momentum now with that steal of 2. Romano Meyer just coming up a bit heavy here. Not great. Leaves a double on the Reds if Scotland wants to take it on. They could also just freeze in the pocket for now.
You almost want to be dead behind the guard, don't you? You almost want to be dead behind the guard so you can move both of them at some point.
Was that sorry?
He just ain't going to run his though, you know.
You play T-weight and just bump it. Stick in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you need to bump them, but yeah, okay.
Move it.
Okay.
It's perfect. How's that?
Stop T.
Is that less than you?
Yeah, it's less.
How far you want to bump this, Ross?
I think you just want to bump this one to level.
Because that's less ice than Mikey, eh?
There you go.
Be concise, boys.
Yeah.
Stop asking questions. Tell.
B1.
Yeah.
Close.
Top 4.
Close. T-line.
Oh.
You
T-line.
hear the
Race
plan
close.
here?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
tap the red back
Whoa,
a tiny bit.
Small bump this now. T-line.
Create a bit of a nest sit on
Oh.
top.
T-line.
Go, yep.
Really breaking here.
Hard.
Really nicely played.
Works out.
What was that, Roscoe? 14-2. Throw. Pretty good, lad.
Couple stones down there and just get a wee bit
Two
more.
back
Sorry, I
ones.
just had to get the right ice.
No, I'm just saying.
Scratching his head here, Yannick Schwaller.
Okay.
Not in love with the setup in this end.
Clear tappen hier.
They could raise the red
Een freeze leak over hem.
back onto that yellow that's open
Hang ziet.
and set 3 in a wall
Okay.
or even roll over off it.
Wo wij meer hoeft na zijn.
Ja.
Wir bringen het einfach nie mehr raus. Hè.
Kijk, we gaan daar rollen, man, coach.
Geen corner.
Ja, is dat blöd.
Yeah, could play just a tap back on that yellow and roll behind corner guard. I know they don't really want to play around the corner, but it takes away from that wall
Mama zo.
Okay, free.
created.
Stay.
Stay.
Hek.
Looking for the nose hit with hack weight here. Would be nice to kill the yellow. That's
Heck,
one
boy.
of the ABCs of curling.
Whoa.
If you don't have the hammer,
Close. Yep.
usually better to remove your opponent's stones from play. If you can,
Set
you
up.
have the hammer, you don't mind just tapping them back to the back of the house. Because you never know how when rocks start to accumulate around the 12 foot.
What's he
You
doing for
never
a bit of hit and
know
roll?
when they might come back to bite you.
No, this roll, hit and roll.
Now
What's he
Scotland
doing?
can roll off that right into the pocket or behind the corner.
Happy days. Okay.
I don't think that was the best result for Switzerland to leave that there.
No, it runs. Stay close to him.
Gives Duncan Menzies 2 opportunities here
Here,
to
firm. Face nice.
2 options anyway to go either way.
Whoa. Close. Carl. Carl. Whoa.
Really nice.
Yep, great shot. So now Switzerland in a bit of trouble.
They're
They're two up and they can afford to lose a 2 if you like, but they're getting in an unnecessarily mess right now.
Running the corner guard back here. Would love to catch the one in behind. Will do that and roll towards the centre line. Great shot by Mikael Brunner. That's really good. Brings all the play to the centre line here. So not much room for Scotland. And with 2 reds up front, they're sort of controlling the house a tiny bit, even though Scotland with those yellows frozen.
Yeah, that was a great result from Switzerland.
Carl, Mikey.
Now looking to make this double and roll to the wing. Will catch it a bit too thin. And just rolls out. And just like that, the ends a bit unraveled.
Get in of zo. Was? End of direct.
Okay.
En naar end of the run.
Wat snel.
Ja? Alle?
Ja. Moest niet in mijn ogen, aber... Weißt, der muss einfach raus, aber...
Ja.
Das geht auch, gell? Und dann ist er Guard.
Ja. Kom maar.
Wieso? Gibt es Angst vor dem 9 so?
Direkt? Oder von dem?
Nein.
Ich bin eigentlich bei allem dabei.
Ich würde eher
überlegen, ob man schneller so kann.
Wieso denn?
Aber dass man den Händler mitgeben kann, aber...
Nein.
Ich finde 9 gut. Was macht's da?
Normal.
Nicht so.
Ich würde eher, ja. Weil da hast du meistens offen noch, hast du 2, ist nicht ganz so schlimm. 3 wäre scheiße.
9?
Ja.
Gut, ja.
We'll take a look at all the scores.
Ja, ist mir gut.
Netherlands, Italy. Tied game, Germany, Sweden. Sweden 2 point in front. Also tied between England and Denmark. And Russia and Norway all tied. Actually, 3 games all tied at 4 points each. We might get a 4th one if Scotland scores 2 here. Brunner with Koifler on the sweep. Over curls. He's looking to run the short guard back.
Like noise, keep triangle steep. If you're not listening, you might hit that double.
Yeah, even if you fought one, you're just
10.
an inch or 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we could wait last week. It was good. Here, firm.
Queen. 10. Yep. He's good. Whoa. Yep. 10, 10 and a half. Hard. Hard.
Hard to the.
Hard.
Oh, really
Hard. Okay.
Well, hidden check. Scotland lies 2.
That 10, was it?
Let's line up the run double for Switzerland if they wanted to take it on.
It really wasn't much different. Hey, shooting, Kyle. Good.
Good sweep.
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
Hair high.
Oh.
So a must-make shot here for Switzerland. At least removing one of the yellows, if not the 2.
Een klein meer, maar ik geloof niet dat veel macht. Yep, well, yep,
Yep.
well, yep, 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 hard, well, come on.
Oh, what a shot.
Run double made by Yannick Schwaller.
Well, come on.
They had a cracking start to the season. Won the first 2 events they played in. First in Baden in Switzerland, and then Oakville in Ontario, Canada. Won 14 out of the first 15 games of the season. Played a couple of slams in Canada as well. Playing the best teams of the world. Fared a bit tougher over there. Stepping up into the big leagues, this young Swiss team.
On the roll. On the roll. On the roll. On the roll. Go, go, go.
Patterson makes the hit and roll to the wing.
Really nice throw, man.
Playing for the blank here now. Which is always an okay option for Scotland. Again, controlling the scoreboard, carry the hammer into the even ends. Switzerland will have one crack at the roll. Saw Schwaller make a pretty good 5-foot roll earlier in the game. Needs to be pretty perfect though. Make a perfect roll. We'll get the force, but this one tracking. So just a nose hit, and Ross Patterson already on his way to the hack here. Kyle Waddle putting down the broom for the blank attempt.
Yep, and just have to go into 8th end. Score at 8 and 10. Still in a good position to be.
Last stone, 7th end. Sounds pretty good here for Patterson and Scotland. Blank end. No score. Still Switzerland with the lead, 4-2. 3 ends to go.
Also nein, noch zweimal. Noch zweimal. Nein. Eines. Eins in der Sendung. Sie brauchen ein bisschen, sie spielen es gut auf die Seiten raus. Sie brauchen ein bisschen Gegenwehr mit, also die ist vorher auch gelaufen. Ja, gut. Guck sie, Michael.
Show your feet. Good.
Yep. Voor de vierde. Ja, goed zo. Hoe is het steeds? Het is een knappe start. Ik kan goed besteden.
Switzerland and Scotland will get going again here in Helsingborg for the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships 2019. I'm Sander Rolvag, sat next to Rona Howie. It's been a pretty good game here between 2 great teams.
Yeah, a lot of really great shots being played back to back.
Line's good. Lines should be good. Not quite curl yet. Line's good. Line's good now. Got curl
So
up.
8th end.
Is the hair shorter?
Yeah, it's still line's tail.
Crucial for Scotland to score.
Hair shorter. Hair shorter is fine though.
I think they'll go pretty hard for a deuce in
I
this
almost
end.
don't mind a wee bit shorter because it makes the run harder.
Game plan's pretty simple. Score a 2, try and force the 1 in the 9th, and then score another 2 coming home for the win. Koifler with a couple of mistakes this afternoon, but as long as he makes his shots, the next few ends. Will help his team potentially pick up another win here. Pretty nice centre guard. Does show a bit of the shot stone, but shows the right side of it. Scotland not able to make a hit and roll in behind the corner.
Is that okay, Ice? That's similar to what Ross had.
Come here, Les. Are you good now, okay?
Yep.
CO5, CO5?
Yeah. Yep. 6 on the last. It does tune this bit.
Line's good. Line. Go for line. Line's good. Line.
Gotta go.
Line's good.
Wait, really close.
Line.
Wait, there. Small bounce.
Still got to go for line.
It's bouncing. I don't want to cross the nose.
Very good. Wait.
Really nice. Michael Goodfellow.
Good.
Again, great
Voor
setup.
de 12 in linie.
Goed.
Is besser wie bij ons, hè?
Goed. Ja. Blijf dat goed. Ja. 4 8 is in geval. Is goed. Oké.
Terug en knap.
Wel het mega veel.
Nee, noem me een.
2.
Hebben we nog niet los.
1 bis 2.
Oh, jetzt.
Well, this is coming up way short from
2. Mit die 2.
Manamaya.
Oké. Focus, jongens.
Does leave another centre guard, but it's not what they wanted.
Jongens. Dus met die lichtje binnen.
If you can tap to the freeze, it's perfect.
You see numbers there. Duncan Menzies having a great game. Manuel Myers not having a bad game, but just Duncan Menzies is really solid today.
Wait, nice. T-line.
No, yes.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard, Mikey. Gotta go.
You need to pass this top guard.
Hard. Roll it.
Hard. Go. Whoa. Okay. Good way. Very good.
I want to give it a chance. I don't want to jam it, but
Does give themselves another corner that could be used.
Schiet hem immer so etwas
das würde ich nicht. Dann kann er alles schön verteilen.
Guard.
Ich will entweder so.
Kannst du es auftun?
Nur einen.
Hä?
Nur einen.
Ja,
Du
nu.
kannst einfach so reinlassen.
Wir haben auch noch das. Schon noch.
Weiss.
Was willst du machen?
Ich sehe nicht, wie wir jetzt hier etwas anderes sollten machen wie Guard.
Ich habe das Gefühl,
So we look over to sheet B and Sweden lying 4. Mark Muskadovic having to draw. At least he's got plenty of room to draw in.
Also da, was bringt es da? Das schaffen wir nie auftun. Und eine auftun bringt gar nichts. Wenn wir eine
Trailing by 2 at the moment. They really need this shot.
Dann sogar vergessen, das bringt nichts. Weil dann macht er so etwas. Ja, die beide auftun ist übrigens.
Sweeper's pretty happy with it.
Dann zieht aber er zieht das Spiel durch.
And no problem. It's a 1 on the board for Germany. They now trail Sweden 6-5.
Selbst wenn wir die alle 3 nehmen.
Das
So etwas und liegt hinter den Doppel.
Timeout for
Das würde ich auch nicht. Nein, das ist
Da
klar.
müssen wir
Blau.
da gehen.
Ja, ich vor das Haus, ja. Also nicht ins Haus. So nicht, dass er mit irgendeinem Deck rein will.
Nein.
Kannst du sogar dort, wo auf der Höhe, wo er steht. Ja, dort.
Ich würde sie hier setzen.
Ja. Einfach nicht.
nicht irgendetwas Geiles noch rein?
Ja, eben, nein, das ist blöd. Ich kann ganz
Da
vorne
kann er nichts reinzetten.
Ja, genau.
Und dann kann er auch kein Doppel machen.
Hier.
Die Dünne geht
Ja, aber das spielt ja keine Rolle. Er braucht so viel Stein, bis er da vorne ist. Er braucht so viel Stein, bis er dort ist. Weißt? Auch wenn er einen Doppel macht, so. Kannst du immer mal noch bretschen.
Ja, mit ihnen können wir nicht.
Ja, nein,
was ist?
Wir müssen tiefer sein, dass er nicht so schiessen kann, sondern so schiessen.
Das sage ich ja. Wir müssen zwischen die zwei hier.
Ja, ist gut.
Bernard Werteman knows how to beat Scotland. Beat David Murdoch's champion team in 2003 at the Europeans in Courmayeur, Italy. Finished fourth, just losing out in the bronze game to Denmark.
Zwei!
Zwei!
Kann noch ein bisschen knapp.
Münkli!
Warte noch nicht. Okay, tu.
Michi!
Tu. Anfangsdreh!
Kann noch nicht ernst.
Hier gut!
Nicht zu weit, hä?
Ja, brauch durch.
Er muss tiefer als der Rot!
Durch. Weiter.
Haben wir.
Gut.
So deciding to play the
Sehr schön. So.
guard.
Trying to take these two.
No, there's 3 of them go, no?
There are 2 yellows that Scotland could use at the side,
You fire it on.
but they also need to be careful they don't lose anything else here. So
Back half.
time to clear up the front.
Yeah, make the 2 closest ones and under.
Yeah, like that.
Half or thick half?
Half's good.
Half, thick half, yeah.
Scotland's yellow is in a good position in the house, in front of the red. That's on the button. But they need to get access to it.
Close. Yep. Yes. Yes.
Good shot.
Okay.
Good over. Very good.
They didn't want to take that plant off on the side. Nudged it slightly.
Kliegje, doet het andere gauw.
Goed.
Have you seen that? Therefore.
Ja.
Girl of Phil.
Ja.
Dat is 2.
Goed, twee.
Inderdaad, warte mal.
Tiegli!
Doorweg, moes.
Wow!
Met die 3.
Lang.
Zit neer.
Dat is gewoon een...
Wow.
Übergehört!
Nooit te gaan.
We gaan niet.
Wow. Tokken, sit.
Nee!
Bees het. En lokken.
Kijk.
I don't think you can make that. I think you almost have to like tap it. Like tap freeze.
Pretty close fight.
We maybe do
at
have to
third
move it.
this afternoon.
Well, I suppose if you stay on the angle that way.
You want to play a nose tap? Yeah, just tap it to the freeze.
I'm just going to run down that one, see what that angle is.
Yeah, Scotland can't see much of this yellow.
You see what he's
Only
going to come
just a
down.
third.
after.
Just want to see where this one goes.
Unless you want to move
Like,
it
what
down.
angle do we want to be?
Get her simple 2. Like.
You don't think that's there? Maybe it is just there.
The only other option is playing a double
You're probably
field.
struggling to get out the 4-foot. Yep, okay. Okay, like it. I think you're trying to get as close to nose as you can, Kyle.
Just trying to play a gentle tap.
Top 4.
Tap their own yellow up onto the red.
Top 4. Top 4, top 8. Top 8. Top 4. Oh, we're good. We're good weight. We're good weight. Perfect weight. Small tap. Small tap. Hard.
Shot, Kyle.
Really nicely played. Gives Scotland a lot of options now.
Dat is niet goed, ik zo, nee.
Not sure if they've lined up the corner run too good though.
No, I think after Duncan just had moved that slightly. Wasn't so nice looking.
Ja, maar niet.
As it lies, they certainly have the same shot again with more weight. Switzerland looking to guard it.
But contact on the yellow guards, even that takes to the top yellow. Coming back, it's still going to move the red.
Optimaal, wij zo 3 uur hadden. So, also Ende 2 wäre optimal.
Ja. Schau wieder vom ersten Meter, dass du angesehen bist.
Schönes Zweck.
Ja.
Zwei.
Ihr mehr.
Nein, ist gut.
Zwei.
Zieh ab!
Kannst du ein bisschen oben?
1, 2.
Hilfe!
Wie lang?
1, 2.
Schön. Tragen noch mehr, tragen.
Cello!
Cello. Curl.
Curl! Halt! Halt, weiter! Ja!
Gut. Schön. Gut. Sauber.
Nice guard by Brunner.
Probably the only shot.
Tight game between the Dutch and the Italians. 8th end here. Last stone for the Netherlands.
Yeah, Italy line a couple of counters. Top 8 and back 8. So Walter Guskens just has to be fully in the 8 foot with this draw. Sweepers are liking it at the moment. They can come up to the yellow at the back and use it as backing. No problem. So one on the board, the Netherlands.
Big game for both. At this stage of the week, really is a big game for everyone, really. If you're looking for a playoff spot or avoiding relegation, there's not much of an in-between. You're kind of either in the playoffs or you might be missing out on at least direct qualification to the World Championship.
It just means so much for these young teams, for funding purposes as well, to get that place at the World Championships.
Really good shot by Scotland here. Gets a double peel and one of the yellows on the wing. So that makes the corner guard run a bit more makeable.
Yeah, great result from
Or makeable at all.
Kyle.
Good number by the skips. A lot of mistakes. First Patterson had the big one, and they gave up the serial 2.
So it's hard now. Switzerland, do they just, they're committed to guarding.
Well, we definitely can't leave this shot, so guarding it. Need to curl. Don't want to leave a gap. Does just enough, I think.
Does it? I don't know. There could be a hole there.
Play it at like 10. We nick the guard. It's fine.
Like that? No, I think you can make it 11. You could like.
See that, boys? You ever gamble a wee bit and just play the hit and roll off that one top 12?
This?
Like if you just hit and roll to here, what are they doing? They put the guard up, then you maybe got this. You might have one or the other.
If Scotland roll in and lay second, third and fourth,
I don't mind. It's just
the pressure would be on
really
Switzerland
run, it's a blank.
to make a
If you
very
stuff
good
it,
guard.
it's maybe forced. Yeah. Do you think we're holding it realistically at 10?
Maybe not, no. No, I think you're going to have to be 11 to hold it.
If we make this here, he's feeling a wee bit of pressure to make that guard.
Okay, let's make it then. So make it this a hack.
And then how you've got that.
Do you like that?
That's probably a good call for
Yeah, I really like this call.
Yeah, thank you, Mikey.
Yeah, it really puts pressure
As
on
you say, he might
Switzerland.
just come in and
Back to
freeze
this
it or something,
one
but-
guard.
I'm happy with this, yeah.
Yeah, another counter in the house as well for Scotland.
Whatever you like, man.
And it also gives them options to raise or come off of.
And even if the guard's made perfect, you still might have that corner guard slash.
Remember you
And if you're lying 3 other counters.
11.5. Yep.
Switzerland will be under pressure.
First thought was to come through the gap, but just not feeling it'd be so easy to hold the shooter. Might just leave a double for Switzerland back.
Squeeze close.
So hit and roll off the red here, open it up, leave another yellow in play. Really digging. Menzies working this as hard as he can. Just chip off it, and it will spin through.
That was good that time.
Aye. Okay.
Curled a lot more than they had thought.
Still not a disaster, Roscoe. Is that actually okay, Ross?
And red might be running as well. Flashed in.
Should still have a shot for 2. Yeah.
Switzerland have a few things to think about here.
They certainly do.
Ich könnte wählen. Also weißt du, wir müssen es zusammen entscheiden.
Ja.
Was ist die Alternative? So ist Ross drauf. Dann muss aber auch sehr passen.
Ich habe nicht das Gefühl, dass der zweite geht.
Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ich glaube, der geht nicht.
Du fängst einfach bei dem nur 2. Das ist einfach das Argument. Aber,
Solange du auf dieser Seite ist.
Ja, wenn er sieht.
Du könntest auch den Doppel spielen, aber...
Ich meine, mit dem,
Dann hat er ja auch noch.
wenn er den letzten versenkt, sind wir sehr gut drin. Und sonst sind wir einen hinten
Ja,
mit.
eben. Ich glaube, ich bin vergart, aber...
Bist du vergart?
Ja.
Ich bin auch eher vergart.
Also, gut. Gar nicht. Gut.
Wenn wir so, wie wir jetzt gespielt haben...
Pretty much had a
Wo
vote there.
müssen wir hin? Da?
Most,
Von der Höhe.
seems like
Wir müssen mal
most
den
of the guys want to
spielen,
just throw the guard again.
Eben, wegen dem, wir können nicht... Wenn wir nur die Linie spielen... Wir müssen irgendwie so etwas
So
haben.
if they place the guard there, Scotland can still use that yellow to run in.
Aber so ist super.
Right now the 2 easiest shots is either make a play on the top yellow in the 8 foot, or just catch a piece of the one that's frozen on the red. So we're going to try and guard both.
Ich habe jetzt das gespielt.
Ja, das finde ich gut.
Just
Yes.
not leave a hole, but don't leave
Lieber weniger.
the second shot open at all.
No.
Für einen Touch weniger vielleicht.
Don't think you can score 2 by slashing the red in.
If Scotland raised that red on the right-hand side, just clip the yellow on the way past, you get rid of both reds and could score a 2. But slightly less pressure that Scotland didn't hit and roll there and have 3 second counters in, because that would just have made the difference, I think.
Kom.
2, 3.
Linie
Ja,
gut.
hebben we nog een. Nee, linie goed. Easy.
3, 2, 3.
Nog 2. Linie goed.
2.
Goed. 2. Ja, breng je nog een.
Ja.
2 bis 3.
Wow. Wow.
Nee,
Do not want to overcurl. I think they might have just overcurled.
There is a way into that yellow.
See that or you're playing this.
Oh, Yannick Schwaller is really disappointed in that. The weight was perfect.
Still can't see much of that yellow.
You can see enough though, because it's quite a long
I
guard.
think if you're playing it, you probably have to play it barrier and then hope that we hold it here.
Holding the shooter sounds
I
tough.
don't think it's there for 3. I don't think so.
I like playing this at barrier.
It's not there at 3.
Not even saying act, not going to get enough time.
Okay, 11.
Yeah, 11 there.
What was the last time? 11-4.
Same spot where Patterson undercurled his shot for the single, gave up the steal of 2
Yeah, man.
in the 6th end.
How well you can see at 11 is.
Wow,
What are you thinking?
if he would ever throw this one wide,
Can't see much of it, but
I wouldn't mind that redstone top 12.
11. Okay, like it.
If you're ever a little bit wide
Like it, man.
and you're not going to catch enough of the yellow, you could redirect off that red and you might
good,
score
man.
3 that way. I think there's maybe just a hole to go through though. You're hoping for one or the other.
11.
Last stone, 8th end.
They're on and off.
Hard, Mikey. Hard, Mikey. Hard on that one. Go.
Will make contact. Doesn't spill the red far enough.
Okay.
It will be just the 1 point for Scotland.
Here, Ross. Yeah,
Had to curl a bit more.
go,
To have enough weight to push the red far enough. Very close. But Switzerland will lead 4-3.
Right, let's go. It's top point in all part was actually. It's a good. You just had to hit it. You just had to hit it sticky. Good. Right, double.
Yeah. One and a half. Two, almost two. Should come down. One and a half. Two.
Got a lot of work to do for centre. Steady. Okay. That's okay there.
Coming down the wire in this game. Switzerland, Scotland, 9th end. It was Scotland to really dominate the first 5, even though it was a tied game in halftime. Big steal of 2 for Switzerland. Coming back onto the ice in the 6th. And now Scotland not able to score more than a single in the 8th end, trailing the Swiss by 1. Koiferet looking for the tick shot. Waddle sweeping it out, touches the bumper, violation of that free guard zone. So that stone is put back. And Switzerland, or Scotland rather, will be looking to steal here. At the very least, force.
Maybe a little bit that way if you want.
I mean, it's your choice. We didn't make it.
Is that where it was?
Stop our clock.
I didn't see exactly.
Stop the clock.
Stop where it was.
I didn't see
Stop
it.
the clock.
Play that way a wee bit.
Stop the clock.
I guess too.
Yeah.
Suppose it's still a lead.
Mikey.
I think it was that way a wee bit.
Trying to take a technical timeout here.
Maybe just a
to
hair.
just
Yeah, I don't think it was quite touching the centre, was it?
Okay.
Just to replace the rock where it was initially. It is up to Scotland to put it back where they want it, really. But you try to be fair.
Yeah, it is Scotland's choice, but to be honest, I don't think. I think they were just the fact they couldn't remember exactly where it was. It wasn't that anybody was trying to make an advantage out of it. It's just they couldn't remember.
Teams usually are able to agree.
Very good sportsmanship in this game, you know.
If they lost a few seconds on that confusion, they'll get it right back. No issue. Lots of time anyway for the teams. As we look over, Russia playing Norway, tied game, 8th end here, and it's Timofeev coming in to skip Russia.
Norway got one on the forefoot. Russia having to play the raise on their own. There's a chance to get 2. Coming through the gap, pass, catches it too thin. So a steal of 1 for Norway.
Norway now in the lead as they move into the 9th end, 5-4.
Okay. I'll give you a 3-1, it's not far.
Yes. Yeah.
2 really good centre guards by Goodfellow. Duncan Menzies
Right word. Back four. No. Back four.
looking to tap this redstone back a bit.
Back four.
Go round it on this one, yeah. Round it.
Back
Round
eight.
it.
Back
Round
eight.
it. Line for round. Oh, no, we're on it already. Carol. Bounce it open. I don't want Strong to get around.
Okay,
Back
aye, we're on.
12, Tipper.
Yeah, if we got down, we're struggling to stay in, I think. Would have been really far back.
Just quick, kick it hard.
You see Ross Patterson wanting to come around instead, but kind of maxed weight there. The sweepers didn't really want to sweep it through the rings either. I think they got the best out of that situation. Claps the redstone out in the open.
Okay.
Not a creative setup for Scotland though. Five sheets in action. All important games.
I feel like he's over.
We're all there.
2.
Really can't. Even bump them or? No, we need to just let it set, I think.
Looking for the high guard.
Where?
Tough shots
It's short of it.
to make. You don't play the long guard too often. So just to take that much weight off the kick, sometimes a challenge.
I've actually seen quite a few hogged stones this week, trying to get that longer guard and just taking too much off. You don't want to leave a double on them, but you need to be over the hog line.
Oh, triple made by Romano Meyer.
What a shot.
Well, that's how you take care of business.
Discard, bro!
I can afford a cheeky smile here. Mr. Meyer. 1, 2, and 3.
One! I think it's there, boys. It looks there. 1.5.
Simply awesome.
All there to me. Tipper. 1.5.
Makes it look easy.
Tipper.
Big blow to Scotland. Had a nice setup there with the Goodfellows lead rocks. Now, not a lot to work with. They need for it to be a score in this 9th end, Scotland. Be it one for Switzerland or one for Scotland. Yeah, quite enjoyable to see.
Yep, no problem. Anytime, he says.
Brunner makes the single peel. Gonna have to try and utilize that corner guard at some point.
Yeah, either that or we freeze that one, but we go round, I reckon he's peeling.
I think he's going to freeze because he knows he'll get forced otherwise, eh? But just hope for the missing the freeze.
Yeah, it'll be pretty close down here.
We only
Top 8, top 4.
top 8's perfect. Steady.
Top 8,
Line's
top,
good.
top 12.
Line's good. Line.
It needs to go.
On you go then. Hard line. Line's good. Hard line. Hard line. You're playing for a bite. Hard line. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just onto the rings. Good sweep.
Yeah, really nice there. Brought it any deeper, it would have poked out the other side.
Ganz 4.
Need to take the risk, Scotland here. Can't have Switzerland blank then. Take a 1-point lead with Hammer coming home. Way too big of an advantage.
Dan Wiebe, dan kan het zijn. Vullens los. Jap, jap. Oh, hier niet goed. Nein. Achtung, Remu, mach die bereit. Remu, ja, Pass! Wow! Sehr schön, Michi.
Good come around here by Brunner.
Here's the 14 there.
Keep it 14.
Netherlands playing Italy. 5-4 the score.
Yeah, Kyle's a
05-10.
Yeah, Kyle's fairly positive 10.
Joe Retornaz, a draw here. Just needs to be in the 8 foot for 2. 9th end of the game, would love to get that advantage on the scoreboard. And no problem. It's a 2 for Italy.
6-5, they lead the Dutch after 9.
Line's good. Line's good. Well, room. You got room. You got room. Easy. Line's close. Step up! Hard!
I think they've lost this one.
Okay.
And the wheels slowly coming off for Scotland in this 9th end.
Wir legen jetzt da. Können wir auch durchspielen?
Nein, das will ich nicht fahren.
Wieso?
Durchspielen wir
Ja, ich weiss, aber dann können wir noch probieren.
Gut.
Es kommt aufs Gleiche.
Yep.
Was sagst du? Ja, er hat gesagt, wir können ja hier neben dran sein, aber das bringt doch nichts.
Switzerland just want to put this somewhere Scotland can't use it.
Wir fliegen zweimal schon.
Ja, ich weiß, aber wenn wir nicht besser sind, bringt er nichts. Wenn wir nicht besser sind wie der.
Wieso?
Nehmen wir doch Third werden.
Ja, ich weiss schon, ja. Ich weiss, aber er hat gesagt, wir können ja auf die Line neben dran, aber dann ist ja der Topo und Gimme. Wir müssen ihm schon schwierig machen, den Topo.
Ja, klar.
Sonst können wir auch einfach durchspielen.
Klar, und wir dürfen nicht zu weit raus, weil sonst bringt er auch nichts.
Genau, ja.
Ich habe das Gefühl, die Spur läuft ziemlich ähnlich. Geht raus, ist okay.
Gut. Die Line.
2 points for Switzerland to be pretty solid. I think they eye the opportunity to maybe score a 3 here, even though.
Kann jeder schon dort. 1-4, T!
Okay, schön auf T, alles euch!
Kann schon, aber ich will aber nicht an.
Das Hauptlag!
Ja, schon lang.
It's through, no, it's not.
This might be through the rings.
Sit!
Sometimes it is a bit quicker moving
Make sure.
to the wings.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Still there.
Did that pick?
Sind wir noch besser?
Ja, dat pikt er weer.
Just hearing Switzerland apologising to Scotland, I think.
Yeah, it just
Wonder if
seemed
they
to
grabbed
stop.
something, yeah. They're calling that through the rings. And somehow just sat in time after all.
Yeah, so he does rip it. Oh, he's knows that one.
Lucky break. So either play a double, give up the 2, or play a dead freeze. Might still give up the 2.
What are you thinking speed-wise down here?
Fahad one down here?
Yep.
Don't think I have in a while.
Yeah. Just giving us a blade on your last one, Roscoe. Okay. Just throw for feel, it shouldn't be far off the same speed down the start.
We have a final score. Denmark picking up a win on England, 8-4. Big win for the Danes, who's played some impressive curling this week in Helsingborg. Feeling maybe half at home. Just a stone's throw away from.
Line's good.
A stone's
Top
throw.
here. Go for it.
It's a funny one.
Line's perfect.
Ross Patterson, last one for Scotland in this 9th end. It's a crucial one, looking for a dead freeze on this open shot stone. This one might be lost as well over curling. That will be very accessible for Switzerland. To remove this, score 3, leave the shooter, you could be scoring 4, and it's most certainly the end of the game.
Ja.
Ziel ist sicher oder gar nicht sicher?
Ja, Stick wäre schon schön, aber wichtig ist, dass der geht. Macht schon ein bisschen etwas,
Big win this could be for the Swiss. Would be their 5th, sitting at 4-3. And of course, a head-to-head win on Scotland, who's in the mix as well. Last stone, 9th end. What's he got here, Yannick Schwaller? Team Switzerland. Nose hit for 4. Just less than a handful for Switzerland. And that is enough to clinch the win over Scotland, just like their coach did in 03. This young team will do in 2019, beat Scotland in the round robin. 8-3 the final. Certainly took their chances this afternoon, the Swiss. Didn't have the best of games in the first half. Certainly came back and capitalized on every opportunity. Scotland, on the other hand, set up some nice ends, controlled parts of the game, just couldn't really get it to result in multiple scores. Still in the running though, with 5 wins. Might have to win their last one though. Scotland has Sweden left to play, so very tough way to finish off the round robin for Scotland. Speaking of Sweden, we will be moving 2 sheets over where the Swedes are playing Germany. And Germany really putting up a fight against the undefeated Swedes. Coming around the corner guard, Germany with the hammer. Need a score of 2 for the extra end, score of 3 for the win. Sweden already qualified, but don't think Sweden's going to give up this game for that reason. Oh, great run by Oscar Eriksson. How many times do we see him play shots like that? Still options for Germany. Come around those staggered corner guards. Come around that center guard. Only need to force one mistake to get the 2 in play. Sixten Totzek. Hanging a bit wide. Need the finish. Comes off the center line here. Will it start to dig? Got a little bit of running on it. Will it stop in time? At least for second shot. I don't think so. Only for third.
Runda dem igen. Runda centern, ligga 3. Ja. Det är klart jag kan göra dubbeln på den som är halvjön där, men ja, jag gillar nog kanske. Ja.
Thought about peeling the corner. But knowing Germany would just come around that Yellowstone once more. They will draw in behind the center guard to lie 3. Oscar Eriksson.
Gått några steg nu då. Linjen är lugn. Bra linje. Hänger lite vid. Ganska bra linje. Fortfarande vid dock. Behöver bajta igen. Linjen är okej. Men fortfarande lite vid.
Looks pretty good here. Top 4. Now will Germany make a cross-house double here to bring the back red into play? Or will they just ignore it and chase this draw by Eriksson?
Wie viel hast du den? Viertel. Er ist zu spitz. Oder spielst erst den Roll, aber dann wird halt der wieder offen. Okay.
Timeout called by Team Germany. So we will have legend Ole Kapp make his way down to the ice.
Ja. Wenn du zu dick triffst, haben wir zumindest da hinten noch den. Nee, den hast du da hinten. Ja, aber da geht sich Steine aus. Wir haben nur noch 3 Steine jetzt. Ja. Aber der ist halt schwierig, ne? Was meinst du mit dem, der Yoshi meint jetzt gerade den Freeze, wenn wir hier anliegen und zum Schluss mit dem Roten reinschießen? Das Ding ist halt... Dritter. Den da ganz dünn. Ja, wir haben nur noch 3 Steine. Und wenig Zeit. Gut, da kommen wir schlecht hin. Wir rollen immer ins Offene. Also entweder den Freeze so oder den dünnen. Weil wenn wir den zu voll haben, dann liegen wir hier. Ja. Ja. Ja, okay. Ja. Nee, ich würde schon mit 80 spielen. Wenn du zu voll hast. Aber geht, dass du mit 0 im Heck sitzt. 80. Nimm dir Zeit. Oh. Oh, weg. Tommy.
Call's been made. Will be coming off this wide yellow, but really needed to stick to shooter. That was a risky call. Had 2 ways of making it. Could have made the double on the forfeit stone or the one on the wing. Got neither.
Första tanken var att komma åt den där rackaren, men kan vi... Jag vet inte, vill man frysa här?
Jag känner nog för att rulla in liksom. Han ska göra en bra dragning för ens var andra då.
Han kan runda här.
Och då har jag samma slag igen i alla fall om det.
Eller så lägger han en här, då har han cornerskjutningen. Och den här.
Timeout for Sweden.
Ja, får jag ut den, då har ni ju inget för mer än 2 i alla fall. Det känns som det som är...
Former teammate of Hedin and now coach Fredrik
Gardel,
Lindberg.
Går den här dubbeln, det känns som... Träffande han
Making
ser,
his way
då
down.
tror jag den precis.
Ja.
Det känns riktigt svår, men det är frågan om den går.
Ja, nej.
Känns som... Halvträff hade man velat spela om inte garden var där.
Ja. Jag fultar på den här alltså. Skulle jag ta garden och rulla någonting in hitåt så
kan bli ganska bra.
enklare för han i alla fall.
Det kan bli ganska bra. Här finns det curl. Du spelade ju den här i fjärde.
Ja, känns som att ta ut det.
Du kommer ganska rimligt kunna få en annan stel i alla fall.
Bara sätta den bättre än min intro.
Tänker du typ en hack eller?
Ja, sarg. Så.
Okej. Tror inte det spelar så stor roll. Det är klart, chappar vi så har han lite mer stöd, men då känns det som vi antingen fryser bort den bara.
Få ut den ur spel känns viktigast.
Ja.
Sweden feeling like just removing the red here as the play. Of course, you move the red, there's only 2 reds left, so you can definitely not lose the game if you make it. And well, you would think less of a chance of Germany scoring 2 also.
Yeah, it just eliminates that chance. It's like a safety net. Well, if I take this away, you know, we're not going to lose the game here.
Yep.
Sweden are sitting in a good position on the 4-foot guarded
Plan B. Did talk about this option. Come off the corner guard and just roll in somewhere, which they do.
Okay.
Don't think that's horrible.
No,
That's bra ändå.
pretty good result.
Ja, ja, ja. Aber dann nicht liegen bleiben. Leicht schieben. Dann fixen, leicht schieben. Dann ist er da. Nee, nee, nee. Mach eine Steinlänge. Dann haben wir uns sicher. Ja. Genau, Dolly-Länge. Leicht tappen. Dass er hinten Tier reinlegt.
So, small tap here for the Germans. Mark Muskatowicz, skip of Germany.
Yep.
Made it to the bronze game last year at the Europeans. Would love to put himself in the playoffs again. But just a bit too much weight on this one. They were really thinking T-line weight. The only good news is we do have 2 reds in the house.
Rulla lite in, det är väl typ om man hamnar så han kan spela en hård och den tar flisan och ticka isär dem. Ja, känns som
att eliminera stenen.
Normal så.
Still want to leave a triple of some kind, Sweden. I think it'd be hard to do.
Så enda som teoretiskt kan bli att jag vickar in den så han har lite utsida och den tar flisan och klyver den där liksom. Så chapp eller utsida ska inte kunna bli något.
Jag spelar 10-0, Logge, samma is. Okej.
Just a hit and stay should be enough.
Rent. Håll igång. Japp. Fortsätt. Japp. Hela vägen. Rent, 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 rent.
Well hit and stay. Don't really think there's a triple.
No, don't think so.
We'll try and slash this red somehow. Or rather come off of it. Not too much time left on the clock here, so just coming down to the hack.
Yeah, take your time, but hurry up.
Have to play a bullet. This might be there. Come off this red, catch the shot stone. The shooter's going to spin sideways and essentially make a double from the side. If this is made, it'll be the shot of history, but will over curl, not come off. Sweden will pick up another win. They stay perfect here this week. Germany certainly put up a good fight. This young team. But it will take a lot to stop the Swedes. 10-5 final score. A lot of teams fighting for playoff spots that are happy. Sweden picked up a win on Germany there. Many teams sitting at 4 and 5 wins. Germany will now move to 4 and 4. Also, Norway picking up a win on Russia. Much needed for the Norwegians. 6-5 final score. So they move to 4 wins. Russia still just with the 1 win. Only 1 game left to play this afternoon. And we have an extra end. Italy. Netherlands.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was Wouter Huskens for the Dutch with an angled tap on a guard to score 2 and win. Just didn't curl up enough. Only the single. So extra end, and Italy will have hammer. Simone Gonin will start Italy off on a great note here with the tick shot.
Yeah, really nice shot. Opened it all up.
Lijn is oké. Lijn is iets krapper. Oké, 1, 2.
Carlo
Lijn
Glasbergen.
komt goed hoor. Alleen lengte jongens.
Lead for
2.
the Dutch team.
Yep, kom maar iets door nog. 2. Alleen lengte.
Puts up another center guard here.
Mooi steek, Carlo. Top.
Can Gonin do it again?
No, no,
2 tick shots in a row. This is when you as a lead become the star. Not always as visible throughout the game, but this is your big scene. Takes it over, rolls the shooter away, and is a tremendous effort by Gonin.
Yep, he's done his bit now. Up to the team to do the rest.
Still quite a bit of catchers.
No, no, per esempio, mi sono sentito tirare proprio
4
prima.
rocks on the wings, so definitely something for the Dutch to play with.
Lijn is je kan.
They'll be trying to put up some center guards and hope that Italy might jam.
Heel wijd.
Laurens Hoekman
Heel wijd.
on second stones
kom maar.
for Netherlands.
Hij gaat nu, je mag iets. Oké hoor.
Don't want to come too deep.
Ja, doe
Keep
maar
this
iets.
one
Wil je?
high enough to make the jam
Oké, top.
come into play. That's
Stay
a
up.
pretty good spot for it.
Voetballen.
Count less than half here, and you'll be close to jamming it on the side rocks.
Hard. Hard.
Half mistake. He didn't want to jam, so a bit too safe with it. Over curls a tad. Needs another stone up front. Sebastiano Arman.
Eén, 2, haartje minder. Easy. Lijn hetzelfde. Komt-ie. 2, hij is 2. Steeds Wouter als je gaat. Yep, kom maar iets, Wout. Oh, dan. Oh, nee. Moet ietsje hoger. Oh. Hoi, mooi steen. Eigenlijk willen we nu wel mee, toch?
Clean. Clean. Ok. Prova quella.
Guard just comes maybe a tad deep, so doesn't make it too hard for Arman to peel it.
Ja, dat is goed.
Now the Dutch giving up on the catcher's tactic. They'll be coming around the guard.
Ik denk gewoon nu al eromheen, omdat het dubbele corners zijn.
Could have waited one more.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's the third first stone. Could have put up another long guard.
Top 4 is goed.
Try and force a jam.
Die lijn is goede marge. 95 nog steeds, hè? Zoiets. Top.
Decided to come around now.
Oké, lijn is haartje wijd. Oké, alleen lengte. Lijn is goed. Blijf erbij. Oh, dan niks. Dan blijft hij wijd. Carlo iets? Carlo? Yep, backhand. Yep, Carlo, yep, backhand. Yep, go. Ga door, zo ver mogelijk. Yep. Wow.
Italy are probably quite happy that they came in there. Yeah, they've got the centre open, although there is all the corner guards in play. It shouldn't really harm Italy.
Giochiamo noi un punto in centro.
Pietro? Non arriviamo a prenderlo, Rosso.
Sì, potremmo anche giocarlo, eventualmente facciamo questo.
Non è male. A me non dispiace.
Ok. 12.
12, cosa rischiamo col 12? Se anche tocchi quella già avanti già.
I wonder if they're just gonna come off their own yellow here. That was a call for Amos Mozana.
Aspetta, Momo, non ha preso ancora. No.
I think this might result in nothing.
Okay.
Took a lot of ice there.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, we saw Sweden pick up a win on Germany, 10-5. Denmark with an 8-4 win on England. Switzerland beating Scotland 8-3. Norway with 6-5 win over Russia. So Sweden on top still with 8 wins. And it's, I mean, what a race for the next 3 playoff spots. 2 teams with 5 wins and was it 4 teams on 4?
And if Italy were to win here, they come up to 5. But if Netherlands are to win, they come up to 4.
Well, we have 5 teams on 4 wins.
What a logjam with 1 game to go.
That be tough to work out what's going to happen.
Yep.
A lot of head-to-head
we won't
records.
even try and work that one out.
We'll have our stats guy figure that one out. Netherlands coming around.
12. Po' più lento. Po' più lento.
Mozana chasing.
Prima.
We know Sweden have qualified first. That's for definite.
Same again here. We'll get a bit of a chip. It's fine. I mean, 8 foot is open.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Ja, is goed.
But they can't.
De laatste weten we toch al.
Just
Ik
keep
dacht als je
making
nu
half
hier
shots.
gooit,
Ja.
maar dan gaat hij er omheen.
Ja, maar dat is op zich niet heel erg.
Ja.
Kan je tappen.
Maar ja, als ik dan geen steen heb, heb ik geen steen. Ik kan hem ook nu hier gooien.
Calling the timeout
Ja,
here.
dat zat ik te denken. Van, ja, wat gaat hij doen? Want zelfs als je hier bent en hij nose, ja, hij gaat hem nooit nosen natuurlijk, maar...
En ik hier, dan gaat hij
Ja.
die pielen.
What,
dan gooi ik hem dan
do
bij
they
het
want to
achter.
leave?
Ja, precies. Ik denk dat dat het is.
Veterans usually pretty good with the draws.
Nee, het is gewoon wat...
Dus als we nu
Blocking
een guard
the
gooien, dan
front
gaat hij
is
eromheen en
probably
dan heb je misschien niet eens een shot om een shot
the
te
best
komen.
option.
Dus wij denken als je nu top 12 gaat, dan waarschijnlijk gooit hij die weg. Dan kun je dan buiten 8 en dan moet hij het wel naar 8 voet gooien.
Het enige is,
It's gonna go
hoe
for
zorg je
hit
ervoor
with
dat
his
het voor
first,
hem
though.
zo slecht mogelijk is, zeg maar. Dat is toch denk ik wel met een center guard. Want hij heeft...
Als er een kant kent, zeg maar. Dat,
Ja.
Ja, we
Ja.
kunnen hem hier gooien.
Stel dat hij een corner-out gooit, hè.
Still come around the corner with this one.
Ja.
And then throw top 8 with your next.
Als je gewoon guard gooit. Je kan ook tight guard gooien gewoon. En het is misschien gewoon goed als je hem zeg maar hier gooit. Dat als hij peelt dat hij kans heeft dat hij hem hier of hier op
top
stikt.
12. Right now, they're just going to peel
Ja,
it.
dan,
put
want dan
it
heb je
back,
kans dat hij
full 8
zijn
foot's open.
drawpaadje gewoon kleiner
Come
maakt.
around the corner.
Guard of top 12.
You shrink the rings a bit more.
Want als we guard gooien, dan gaat hij er
Yeah,
waarschijnlijk
put it
omheen.
12 foot with your
En
last.
dan als ik niet eens een hack weight heb, dan...
Ja, je hebt wel genoeg stenen op zich.
Ja,
Bedoel, je
dan
kan
moet ik
altijd
wel een gekke inhoud houden.
Ja, maar ja, dat is...
Ja.
Dat is alleen als hij hem perfect maakt, hè? Ja. Ja, precies. Want als hij dan de come-around gooit, stel dat hij hier is, dan is hij echt een sjaak.
No, I like here.
They're scared that they're going to come
Yeah.
right round it.
Ja, oké.
I don't
Hier,
think if
bij,
you're
net
Italy,
iets
you're
aan deze
gonna-
kant, bij de 12. Duidelijk.
I mean, if you come around the corner,
Nee, lengte is
basically
wel echt
freeze your
belangrijk,
own.
maakt niet uit.
I don't
Je
think
moet gewoon tijd
Italy
hebben.
is
Het is
never
leuk als je iets
following
aan
the
die
draw,
kant bent, maar
'cause then you can just come back on
net
top
ervoor,
and
denk ik.
you're only left to
mee?
forfeit.
Ja.
I
Als
don't
we
think
guard
Italy's
willen,
going to
is
mind
dat
this
een
call.
Ja. Oké.
Yeah, I
half
would
the
rather
12
see them
is ook
come
goed.
round just
Ja.
now.
Zolang dat hij geen no-sit heeft. Ah, ja. Dus dit is nog wel de goede kant. 4-1. Is dat echt te weinig. Hoe je daar 4-2 op 15. Ja, die was 4-1 is gewoon goed. Oké. Som 3 bij de 12 is ideaal.
Oké, jep dan. Ook lijn. Jep. Buiten 12, jongens.
Go. Hard, lauw.
Hard. Jep.
Bit
helemaal
shy for
jongens.
weight here.
Laat maar liggen.
Hou maar. Ietsje nog. Yep.
Do you have a guard?
Yep. Oké.
Top.
I think they'll just peel it here, Italy.
Ja, 4-1 was goed.
Yep. Just get rid of it. Keep things as open as possible. He knows, since the last couple of stones have been played, that he's going to be drawing the forfeit. He'll have been preparing himself for that shot.
Sit. Sit.
Clean.
No problem there. Now there's two ways of playing it. I know the Dutch have planned to put this top 12 or just maybe just in the 8th foot, just enough. So Italy can't play the nose head.
Yeah.
You still leave the forfeit and quite a bit more to draw to. You could put it just edge of the forfeit on the side and then just tell Italy, well, you can nose it, you don't have a lot of room to roll to, or you play the draw but you only have the forfeit.
Yeah, I like just in the 8 foot that you can't afford to nose it.
Ideally,
Make him draw around it.
Ideally you keep this
Easy.
a bit on the high
Blijf
side
goed.
here.
Blijf rechter.
Take away the
Blijf veel
natural
rechter.
in-turn draw.
Alleen lengte, jongens.
It's hard to take away both
Buiten
though.
8.
Yeah, you're always going to leave.
Go, Lau.
Komt-ie.
Go. Buiten
Good
8.
one, but
Buiten 8, jongens.
just right
Here.
where the brush is.
Half en 8. Half en 8.
Bit into the 8 foot
Go.
with this one.
Yep.
Pretty good effort.
Yeah, really nice. So, into the 8 foot.
Would have been tempting to keep that just half a foot higher, maybe force it onto the out turn.
Cosa dite? Anch'io pensavo 3-9, questa era 15.
Fear shot.
Last stone in the extra end for Joe Retornaz.
Linea senza problemi.
Linea buona.
Sweeper's not touching it. Wow. Well, off
Ce
and
l'hai,
on.
ce l'hai.
There's a quicker out here, a little bit outside the slide path.
Starting to draw now.
Oh, it's coming down nicely for Italy on the back four. Sweeper's delight and delight overall for Italy and their fans. Big win. And with that, we won't have 5 teams at 4 and 4, but still a bit of a mess. Italy.
Good game. Thank you.
They will move to 5 wins. One huge step in the right direction for the Italians. For Netherlands, hopes of a playoff spot most certainly over. So that wraps up the session this afternoon here. We're going to take a look back at what was our featured game this afternoon, Switzerland, Scotland. We had a big one. 2 curling greats. Ross Patterson facing 3. Just needs the nose hit for the single. But throws it a bit wide, it never comes back, rolls off and out, meaning Switzerland with a huge steal of 2. Momentum change. In the 8th, Ross Patterson, the very same spot, looking to score a 2.
Hard, Mikey. Hard, Mikey. Hard on that one.
But again, doesn't curl quite enough. Oh. Those are all the games and the final scores. Italy with that extra end win on Netherlands. Sweden with a win on Germany. Denmark beating England 8-4. Also Norway with a close game, but a win over Russia. So those are the standings now after this session. Sweden on top, as they have been. Italy, Scotland and Switzerland make up the next 3 spots. And of course, right now, those 4 teams would be through. But one more session left in it. Can Denmark, Germany or Norway make it in there? Hard to tell. We will find out tomorrow.
Yannick, many congratulations. How important was that win for you today?
Yeah, obviously very important when you look at the standings. Was a tough game though.
It seemed to be a game of 2 halves. What do you think gave you the edge over Scotland today?
They came out strong and were really good. We just managed or tried to stay in the game. And then in the second half, we waited for our chances and they came. Yeah.
It's your first European Championship. What's your goal for this week?
We just want to make the playoffs. Tomorrow is an important game against Italy. And from there, we're going to look what's possible.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations today.
Thank you so much for watching the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships 2019. We're going to close to the playoffs. More fun ahead. Stay tuned.